There we go. All right, we're back. Afternoon, you are always the first person here, dude. How do you manage that? That's incredible. I've never seen another person do that. Incredible. All right, how's it looking, by the way? Let's check. Let's check the camera. You have notifications on? Ah, makes sense. That makes so much sense. All right, that's not so bad. The chat's up there a little bit. Yeah, I can hold my guitar and stuff. Oh, the Let's Chat, though. It's a little bit. I move that down a little bit. I gotta move that down a little bit. There we go. See how that looks. There we go. That looks pretty good. I don't mind that. All right, well, I was going to say, not much has happened. Well, I shouldn't say not much has happened. Plenty's happened, just, yeah, not really too much to talk about. I'll tell you what, though. You know about the merch that's coming out, right? I should really work on that probably tonight. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll work on that tonight. Man. Oh, you know what though? There was this guy that was posting something online the other day, and it was a guitar. He had a Jaguar. Let me show you. Actually, let me switch guitars real quick. I'll show you. So, if you've never played a Jaguar before, afternoon, you were talking about Jaguars a little bit. People were talking about Jaguars yesterday. So, there's a fatal flaw, a couple of them. Shouldn't say fatal. There's an annoying thing that Jaguars have, right? And one of the things that I don't like about Jaguars is this pickup switching system. Let's make that a little bit smaller too. Put that down. There we go. So that's not so much information. And then we'll move that down a little bit. Move that down a little bit. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Jaguars have bad switches on them. It's really obnoxious. So Russ says, nice stream. Do you play any instruments? Guitar, maybe? I don't know. Maybe someday I'll play guitar. Anyways, so the problem with Jaguars is they have these really obnoxious switches on them where most guitars have what is called a toggle switch. And a toggle switch looks like this. It's this little thing that goes, it's three ways, as in the up, middle, down position, right? Big fan of toggle switches because the advantage of a toggle switch is while you're playing, you don't have to look. It's tactile. You can feel it, right? And it's also a pretty big switch, so it's like you don't have to like look at it to get like the exact position. You can feel it, so it's great. It's like when you're driving and you're trying to change the air conditioning. You really like that 3-knob system, which is on the far left you have either, now let's just say it's a velocity, right? How much air do you want? So you want a little, you want a lot. In the middle, you have position or maybe temperature. We'll say temperature. So it's how much, how hot, how cold, and then where. So it's very simple. Now, obviously, there's some variations of that, but the cool thing about toggle switches, same idea. So it's like, okay, where is it? Right here. You don't have to look. You can feel it. It sticks out pretty far. You're pretty good on that. So down is bridge. Middle is both. Up is neck. A bunch of guitars have that. SGs, Explorers. You've got your Les Pauls. You got your Flying Bs. A whole bunch of guitars use those. It's almost like it's a standardized system. So the weird thing about a Jaguar is that they have 3 switches down here. So it's like, okay, whoa, that's a lot. That's 3 switches for 2 pickups, right? Okay, what's going on with that? So typically what you have is you have an on-off for the neck, on-off for the bridge, and then you have a third one, which is what they call the strangler switch. And what that does is it makes it brighter by taking out all the lows and stuff. So it's like a mid-cut or something like that, low and mid. So it's really annoying. So the idea is that you have to go down, feel which one you're at, because they're really small switches. And you're like, okay, I'm on the right one, but you got to look. So maybe you could try and finagle it, and you can be like, okay, I'm on this one, I'm on this one. But you got to put your hand just right. So now it's not just a on, off kind of thing. It's this one's on and this one's on. So you got two directions. So if you want bridge pickup and you're on the neck pickup, you go, you got to do that motion. You got to go one down, one up. So you already have two motions you have to do now just to go from neck to middle. It's like, okay, or neck to bridge. It's very annoying. You have to get very good at that. And I'm going to tell you right now, toggle switch, way easier. We've already established that. One motion. Very, very obnoxious how that goes. So anyway, so this guy decided to make it worse. So somebody decided, what if instead of them being a switch that sticks out far, so that's like, okay, I can do this. They decided, what if we made it into a rocking switch to where you have to look and you have to press it down or press it up. Not flick it, you have to press it. Because if you try to flick it, right, you're gonna kind of screw it up. So, and the other thing too is they're very small now. They're very small switches, and I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. So anyways, we're kind of talking about guitar stuff. Yeah, but I noticed it. It was very terrible. I didn't like it. But just the weird things that people like think are good. And here's the other thing too. There are people out there that play certain guitars, and I get it. They want to, okay, this is how it was designed from the factory. Let's keep it that way, right? And it's like, okay, fair enough. No big deal. But it's like, this is objectively better, right? This is not an opinion. This is one motion versus potentially two or three motions, right? So like, for example, let's say you have all the pickups off, right? You have to do one and then another one to get both of them. So that's two motions. But if you want all three on, you got to kind of flick it just right. It's just like, come on, man. Or you have to do each individual. It's like, good Lord, man. So, it's really obnoxious. Rachel says, hey, Pat. Hey, what's up, Rachel? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm just kind of complaining about guitars for a little bit. We're just waiting for somebody with a question or something like that. So, yeah, but like I said, Jaguars, they need a toggle switch. You need one of these. You do. And what's funny is they had one on the Jazzmaster. They figured it out. They went, you know what? Maybe Gibson's got a good idea with this toggle switch. Because blade switches, same idea, but it takes a longer travel. It's a much longer travel. So instead of it being like a quick flick like that, right? You have to like really position it, and you have to really, with a lot more force. So, very annoying. So, oh my God. Carla says, what is your favorite guitar? Oh, I like Strats a lot. I like this guitar a lot too. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was going to get a signature one, love this color, love this guitar. Maybe that would be the second one. But I would get a Strat just like this. I love this guitar. I love this thing. Everything about it, man. It's perfect. It has no middle pickup, which is very weird for a Strat. Usually they have 1, 2, 3. But I took that out because I don't use it. But it sounds great, man. Sounds really great. I love it. This has got a cool rock sound to it, but if you want to get like a nice clean sound, flick of a switch, baby, toggles. You can hear the difference between them too. Look how clean and piercing that is. Oh, it's great. But if you want a little more distortion, hit a distortion pedal, man. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? You can't lie. Don't lie to me. I love this guitar so much, man. It's amazing. I love it. Man, guitar's amazing. I love it, dude. But, yeah, just you got to find something that you really like, you enjoy, you want to play it, makes you smile. It's good stuff, man. I've had this guitar for 20 years, which is longer than most of you have been alive. Not all of you. Some of you guys are old. Oh, it sounds perfect, doesn't it? Oh, it's great. Well, if you guys got questions, welcome to my channel. My name is Patrick Gnarly. We're playing some music later, but before the shows right now, we're hanging out. We can chat about guitar, music, video games, streaming, really anything if you want. Doesn't mean I'll have a good answer, but those are the things I do know quite a bit about. You know what I mean? But yeah, also I got a new record out, if you guys didn't know. Finals Unplugged right there. You guys can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, wherever you want to go. Wall says, I am the olds. 35 in May. Ah, interesting. Afternoon says, when was that last time you played a live show that wasn't a stream? Oh, great question. That's an awesome question, Afternoon. So the last live show I played, like a good one, I think that was in 2013, actually. So 13 years ago. Quite a long time ago. I think it was at Jam and Java, if I'm not mistaken. Jam and Java is a venue in Fairfax, Virginia. It's a pretty good place. I like it. It's a really good place. Yeah, I think that was the last time I played live, like a good show, not just like I showed up to an open mic or I showed up to some played a song or something like that. So, Mr. says, "What's up, Patrick? We're just talking about music, guitar, video games, streaming." But yeah, I only started streaming live music on here. Was this 2024? So not that long ago, very recently. 2023 is when I started to take social media seriously, which is a joke, but you got to do it, man. Afternoon says, what band were you with? There was a band called Last Armistice. Terrible band name. Hated it. It used to be just called Armistice. Armistice, for those of you who don't know, means peace. So, like, my favorite band was Nirvana. My friend Steve's favorite band was Sublime. So we wanted something kind of in that same realm. So we picked Armistice, which means, like, ceasefire. And we liked it. And then we got a drummer, and he was a complete dumbass. And he was like, no, you can't be Armistice. There's a band in Iowa that has 3 followers on Facebook. You can't pick Armistice. And I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, man? I was like, come on, dude. We can be Armistice. They can be. There's probably 1 or 2 other ones. It's who gets the most popular first and who's actually still. I don't even think they have an EP or music out. That's just a fan page. That's just a video. Like, 3 followers? Are you kidding me? Anyways, super annoying, dude. Super annoying. So we had to add, we were going to be the last Armistice band. So stupid. Manic says, do you play Smashing Pumpkins? Yeah, a couple songs. I know play a couple songs from Smashing Pumpkins. I have a whole song list if you want to look at it. But we're not playing any music right now. Sorry, man. Maybe I could play a riff for you or two, but we're just kind of talking. Because if I start playing full songs, it's just going to be hell. Everyone's going to go crazy. We'll do that at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about 3 hours, man. But I do know a couple. Carlos is here. Hey, Pat, the Riff Sniper Gnarly. Hey, that's a cool name. I like that. Mr. Music says, humbucker or P90? Dude, they're both great. I really love humbuckers. P90s are wonderful for a lot of different reasons. I think I like P90s better than single coils for a lot of reasons. But, dude, having to put up with like, here, hold on a second. Let me get a P90 out. Let me get a P90 out. Let me get the Pro 90. This one. I just picked this up recently. And I don't, let me just turn on some distortion. This is why I don't like P90s that much. Or any single coil, really. So, check this out. Let me put on some distortion. You hear that? That weird noise? Gone. Noisy? Gone. Noisy? Gone. Single coils, man, they're just noisy. If you have any electrical equipment, which, by the way, I have a fucking computer right there, it's going to be noisy, man. But they're really clear sounding. I like how they sound. But, yeah, they're just ridiculous to play recordings with if you don't have, like, a good booth or something like that. You don't have a good studio. It's annoying, I know. But, yeah, I'm not putting up with that. You're probably thinking, why do you have that guitar then if you know. It's because I can get away with it sometimes. Rachel says, some news. There's a high chance I'll buy an SG when I'm back from college. Oh, you're going to get the Silver Burst? Very cool, Rachel. Oh, I can't wait to see it. That'll be exciting. Let's see here. Rock and Roll AC/DC says, would you ever do an AC/DC night like your Nirvana night? I got bad news, man. I can't. AC/DC does not like their music played on streams. So what happens is if you try to play like Highway to Hell, I will get a message from YouTube saying, hey, are you playing AC/DC? You don't have a license to do that. You got a license to rock and roll. And they'll say, you can't do that. Your video is now blocked. Isn't that shitty? Like, I get it. They're 130 years old now. So the idea is that anytime you try to play certain songs on live stream, they'll get mad at you. And they'll send you a message that says your video is now blocked and you cannot monetize it and all that stuff, which is usual. But having the video blocked is like, oh, nobody can watch the rerun, So it sucks. So theoretically, I could try to play AC/DC, but one, no one's going to see it. And two, if you can't see it, what's the point? You know what I mean? So it's pretty bad. So I would love AC/DC, but I can't do it. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at AC/DC. Rhett says, wow, only 2 years streaming and you're able to cover bills and such. Congrats to you, Patrick. Hey, thank you so much, Rhett. Rhett, welcome back to the show, bud. We got Bill Gleason saying, what's your experience using noise gates? Oh, I have a noise gate on. Would you like to hear it without a noise gate? Here, yeah. Give me a second. Let me turn this on. So I have a special noise gate that kind of goes to like a frequency. So it doesn't really cut out the highs as much, or it doesn't kind of come in a weird moment. So let me turn it off real quick. Hold on. Do you hear it? No noise gate. Turn it on. Way better, right? Noiseless, man. It sounds good when you did. You know what I mean? It works. I like it. But yeah, it's like if I try to use a different kind of noise gate, what it does is it'll be like, I'll play a note and it'll just cut the note off. So you have to set it up perfectly, and I have too many songs, too many different types of guitars. Rachel said, no, it's a red one. Oh, you're going red? Ooh, I thought the Silver Burst was cool, dude. Silver Burst that was my favorite, but dude, I'm excited. Anytime somebody goes, I'm buying a guitar, I'm like, yeah, welcome to the club. Anytime somebody says, I'm buying a bass, I go, oh no, I have done you wrong. I'm just kidding. There's bass players out there that are cool. I just haven't met more than one. Oh, look, so we got some donations. Thank you, guys. Hold on a second. 2 people sent a donation at the same time. All right, hold on a second. Let me see here. We got one on PayPal. And you're probably thinking, PayPal? How do you know it's PayPal? I play music later in the show, like 8 p.m., so in a couple hours. And I have all my information on the screen at that time. If you want to see it, it looks like this. Hold on. Let me turn this off. It looks like that. So you can see all the songs I can play, and there's ways to send me donations and stuff off of YouTube. But we're not doing that right now. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I'd love to make him play some music. We're not going to do it till later. Sorry. So we got, was it on PayPal or was it Venmo? Hold on. I think it was on Venmo. Hold on. We got Robert. Thank you so much, Robert Sterling, saying, I returned my guitar. I'm thinking Yamaha Gigmaker Standard. Is that good? It doesn't have a solid top. So you're going sideways, man. But it does have more stuff in the box. I'll say that, Robert. But I'm thinking, dude, if you want to get a good acoustic, you look for I think they're in the 800s now. 800 something. It ends in S. It's about $200, so it's less than you paid, but you get a better guitar, for sure. But that being said, dude, if you want to go get the Gigmaker, if you played it, you got to play it. You got to have somebody play it. They got to sit down with it. And you got to go, do I like this? That's what I always used to do. I'd be like, I'm going to play. You tell me which one you like. And they'll always be like, that one, I like that. And it's like, it's yours. Because think about it this way. Let me just impress some knowledge on you. You'll do something more often if you like it, right? You know what I mean? You don't have to be reminded to kiss a pretty girl, right? Or hold hands with somebody you love. Nobody has to remind you to do that. You just do it because you want to. You know what I mean? You get out there, you see something you like, you do it. So it's like, I sound like Obama for a second. It's something you do. You don't need to be reminded. And you just do it. You know what I mean? It's guitar. If you love guitar, if you love playing it, if you feel good playing it, you'll do it more often. So you'll practice more. You'll play more. You get good. Because if you hate an instrument, if you're like, I remember I used to try and play clarinet when I was a kid. Like, I don't know, it was like 8, 9. Fucking hated it. I was like, I can't get it to work. I don't like it. You're not going to do it. So get something you like. So if you want like a pointy guitar, get a pointy guitar. If you want metal guitar, get a metal guitar, man. They all do the same thing, a little bit different, you know? If you want to buy an acoustic, get an acoustic. You want a red acoustic, get a red acoustic. You want to put blue tape on it, put blue tape on it. You want to play AC/DC, you get an SG. Get something that inspires you. Get fired up. You know what I mean? Get something. Yeah! Can we get some yeahs in the chat? Why do you think you buy the guitar that inspires you? So it makes you want to play. You're an AC/DC fan. You got to get an SG. You get a Les Paul, you're like, I could have had an SG. But maybe you do like Les Pauls. You play AC/DC anyways. And then people get mad at you because you're playing the wrong guitar. But guess what? There's always the right guitar if you're playing it, if you like it. Rachel says, will a guitar be sacrificed on tonight's show? I haven't gotten a new one, but I will tell you this. There are ones on the way. I found some online. I found some in the local area, so I'm going to get them. But that being said, they're not here yet. I gotta make things work. Afternoon says, I play AC/DC on a Strat. Now that's illegal. I'm going to call the guitar police, and you're going to jail. So you must be punished for that. No AC/DC on a Strat. I'm just kidding. You do whatever you want, man. Robert says, guitar has been sacrificed? Yeah, we smash guitars on the show. You didn't know that, Robert? You know that. It has humbuck? I mean, I'm just kidding, man. You can play literally. You want to hear something funny? Black Sabbath. Tony Iommi. Known for being an SG guy. You know what he was playing before he played SGs? Strat. And like the wiring inside of it broke or something. Something broke on it. So they just, instead of fixing it, he just got a different guitar. True story. So if you're a big Black Sabbath fan, guess what? A lot of those songs, or at least the early ones, written on a Strat. True story. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? Could you play anything else, though? A guitar by any other player would be as sweet. What do we got out here? Let's see. Groy. Groy says, how many guitars do you have currently? You want to guess? Take a guess. We got more now. Yeah, we got a different number now. What do we got here? AU says, funniest thing is how Slash saved Gibson by playing a fake Gibson. Yeah, but to be fair, that was a really good replica. It's not like the Chinese crap you see now. Dude, there's so many people that buy the counterfeits, and they're just trying to sell it, and they're like, I bought a Chinese replica, and it's like, this thing's garbage, man. What are you doing? Because, let me tell you something. If you want to buy an inexpensive guitar, you can. You can buy all sorts of cheap, really good stuff. Like this Harley Benton I got. This thing is pretty damn good for the money. I like it. The tuners are crap. Some of the hardware is already breaking. But that being said, the craftsmanship, the actual guitar you play, the other stuff easy to replace. So the thing to do is you buy something cheap, and if you feel inspired, if you feel good about it, keep playing it. But if you buy a counterfeit, let me explain something. You're hurting the guitar community 4 different ways, all right? 4 different ways. Oh, wait, hold on a second. We got a donation earlier from Demis Blue. for a $5 Canadian. It says, let's hear your favorite song by your own band. We can't. We're not playing music right now, man. I'm so sorry. Dem, we're not playing music. I appreciate you. We're just kind of talking. If I try to play music too early, what will happen is I'll lose my voice, and then later on at 8 p.m. I won't be good for the show. So I appreciate it. We're just talking. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll hold that in my pocket for later. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But anyways, so 4 reasons. 4 reasons why you don't want to buy counterfeit. You can buy cheap stuff. Dude, go for it. Buy whatever you want. Counterfeits. 1, you are impacting the used market. There are people scamming each other out there. You don't want to help out the scammers. The people making the scammer guitars, what they're doing is they're like, I don't care what you do with it. You buy this, it's your problem. They're illegal. You don't want to do it. Scammer stuff, you don't want it. It could say anything but Gibson up there. If you say Gibson, Fender, Rickenbacker, whatever, you buy something that's counterfeit, get it out of there, man. Yeah, that's number one. Number 1, it hurts the used market. People are getting scammed left and right. I know you're going to say, but Pat, I'm not going to scam somebody. Guess what? That guitar survives after you because you could sell it to somebody. They could scam somebody. You die, that guitar passes on to somebody. They might get it. They might think it's real. Saw a video about that recently. Guy was like, yeah, my father passed away and he left all these guitars. I don't know what to do with them, but I'm going to try and sell them. And a bunch of people are like, yo, you better tell people those are fake. Happens, man. Second thing. So 1, bad for the community. 2, bad for the people making the guitars, man. Like you want cheap guitars, right? If you get something cheap from a good manufacturer, they'll make more guitars. They'll make better stuff. You keep supplying the people making counterfeits, they're just going to keep making counterfeits. People are going to keep getting scammed. So help out the companies that are legit. You don't have to like them. You don't be, oh, Gibson's expensive. Oh, it's it's overpriced. Don't buy from them. Don't buy from them. Buy from somebody else that makes something good. Do that, man. You know what I mean? You're going to supply the people scamming? Why? 3. Yeah, we already got, what was it? We already got the people supplying them. Don't help the scammers. Help out the companies. Help out the people that sell the guitars. You know how many people, mom and pop shops are going out of business because you're buying direct from Temu? Come on, man. You can buy something good. You can buy a used guitar. You can get something good. What are you buying fake stuff for? Come on, man. Get you something good. You know what I mean? You're going to hurt all the mom and pop shops? You can buy directly from them? Come on, man. 4, you're hurting yourself. You can't sell them. It's illegal. You can't do it. If you can put it online, it's not legal. That's counterfeit, man. You can't just, oh, I know it's fake, and they know it's fake. Doesn't matter. It's illegal. You can get that shit taken from you. Don't do it. So anyways, big problem. Rock and Roll says, if you could have your own dream guitar manufactured, what brand would it be? Fender. Big fan of Fender. And what color, finish, hardware, electronics, pick card, etc. would it be? Love the streams, by the way. Thank you so much, Rock and Roll. Appreciate you. I just had to go on my little rant about counterfeits because, hey, man, I love the guitar community. I love playing music. And I hate seeing people get tricked. Because think about it, man. You buy one of those things, you are stuck with it until you find another sucker. So I'm a big Strat guy. I'm a big Jaguar guy. So I would probably, if I had, we were talking about this earlier, if I was going to get a guitar for myself from a company, I'd be getting a Strat for sure. Humbucker, no middle pickup, neck pickup, toggle switch. You know what I mean? Toggle switch, single volume. All tone means you don't need a tone knob, baby. And then I'd probably get it like this. You know, and this, you know, it's funny. This isn't my favorite color, but I played this for so long, it's become my identity, man. It's become me. The Strato bastard. I love it. Robert says, had no idea fake guitars were a thing. Oh, yeah. But like I said, they're not used by people to like, oh, I got a better guitar for way cheaper because they're overpriced. No, they're tricking you. You are being tricked. Like the amount of people that are like, oh, I got this is just as good as a Gibson, just as good as a Fender, just as good as a Rick. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just getting tricked. And the funny thing is, here, let me explain something too. Last thing, and I'll move on. The people that don't play guitar do not know what you're playing. So you trying to style on people, they're always like, okay, cool, it's a guitar, whatever. The people who do play guitar, like myself, we see it. We know. So you're not tricking the people you think you are. So you're like, oh, I have a gold top, Les Paul, 57, blah, 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 custom shop. We're like, okay, why does it have a metric bridge? And then they're like, yeah, you think anyone's going to notice that but us? You know what I mean? Got it. Funk says, you know what's worse than Pokemon nerds, guitar nerds? I beg to differ, my friend. But I think people that scam people are the worst. Can we agree on that, chat? Can we agree on that? Can you imagine spending a couple $100 on something and being like, oh, it's fake? I've seen it too many times. That's why I don't like them. That sucks, man. That sucks. Funk says, no, scammers are cool. Wow. Somebody just gave away what they like. Ew. Anyways, Afternoon says, what's your opinion on the Seymour Duncan JB? It's okay. I have it in one of my guitars. I like it. I don't love it. I think there's pickups that I like better. But it's good. I don't have a problem with it. I know certain artists really love it. They're out there. They're out there, man. Yeah. But, I mean, you should pick the pickup that you like. That's what I think. Robert says, it's like a magician being able to spot tricks. Yeah. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Wait, Funk! So wait, you buy a counterfeit, man? You buy a fake? Tell us about it, man. You like it? Mole says, Dreamers solo? I don't know what that is. What is Dreamers? Is that a band? Is that a song? Is that your favorite band? Rhett says, what type of guitar or what type of wood for your dream guitar? Alder, ash, mahogany? I don't know. I mean, they all sound good. Alder sounds good. Mahogany sounds good. I wish I could sit down and just do a side-by-side with like all the specs, but you can't. That's part of the thing. That's part of the sad part about guitar is that even if you get the same guitar, same woods, all that stuff, they're handmade for the most part still, so like the neck might be a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? They might have got a different cut of wood that day. They're all a little bit different. But the joke is they all sound like guitar. So there's like a sweet spot. I always say there's a Goldilocks zone of like a good sound to you. So all guitars try to be in that Goldilocks zone. So they might be a little warmer, might be a little brighter, but they all sound like guitar. Think about it this way. The way we feel about guitar is how some people feel about bass. The bass player will be like, oh, man, it's got a much woollier tone, dude. Check this out. And they'll play it. And you're just like, sounds like bass. It's the same shit, man. It's the same shit. Let's see here. William says, what are we doing here? Play the guitar, guy. We're talking, man. Read the sign. Use your eyes sometime, you know? Or go get your mom. She likes doing stuff for people. All right, what do we got here? AU says, what do you think about amp modelers? I like them, dude. They're really good. After playing a couple of them, going back and forth, I love tube amps. Princeton's great. Vox AC30 is great. You got your Iconic series from EVH. 5150s. Dude, they're all so good. They're great amps. But the idea is that they sound, I'd say 90%. You get a modeler, get real close. And then you get the convenience of just being like, okay, it's in my computer. All right, I just in a little box. It's like let me put it this way: the amount of people that say they can tell the difference between a lot of things, very small. So, William says, "I'm leaving, scammer." What? What? Oh no! Everybody, no! William's leaving. Come back. I miss you already. Let me play something for you. Excuse me, I'm at this free show I didn't pay any money for, and I'm leaving. I hope you feel bad. That's how you sound right now, man. Come on, we're just talking. We're just hanging out. What do you mean you're leaving? Okay, leave. I don't know. What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? Cry about it? I don't know what's going on. All right, what do we got here? Afternoon says, do you like System of a Down? I do. They're great, man. Yeah, System of a Down's great. I never got to see him, though. Never got to check him out. But I did get to see Serge during his solo career, and he was pretty good. I enjoyed it. He had this one thing he said during the show. He was like, I wrote this song in a dream. That's how you know this is bigger than all of us. And then he plays something crazy, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, so funny, dude. Oh, man. Well, that being said, if you guys got questions, hey, if you're confused like that one guy was who got upset, you can ask me some questions, music, guitar, video games, streaming, whatever you want, man. I might be able to answer it, but all the stuff I know how to talk about is up there. So let me know. Also, if you didn't know, if you want to hear some music I wrote, my band Finals, new album came out just, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, not even a month ago, dude. Check it out. It's out there. Con says, Ian McKellen died. What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is that true? Oh, no. Well, we'll figure that out later, if that's true. And if it is, bummer. April Fool's in my country. Oh, no, he tricked me, guys. Oh, no, I believed it up until the moment he said it. Ah! Is April Fool's allowed in your country? Where do you live? Where you at? Are you German or something? Mole says, your favorite one solos, bro. What does that mean? Is that a question? Are you saying I'm your favorite solo guitar player? What does that mean? Dell says, dude, play the damn guitar. Stop being so boring. We got a bunch of crybabies, chat. Oh, my God. It's almost like we have a sign that says, let's chat about music, guitars, video games, streaming. Ask me anything. Damn. What do we got? What is this, an 8-year-old convention? What's going on in here?
Excuse me, sir, you're not playing the guitar. You're very boring. My mom says that I'm cute.
Really? Okay. I love it, dude. This happens every time we do like a talking portion of the show. Oh, man, brutal. I'm sorry you're bored, but you're choosing to be here, so that's your fault. Let's see what we got here. Patrick says, your guitar neck, do you prefer the C-shaped neck or more between a D-shaped neck, faster string? I like the C-shaped neck. Yeah. I like, let me tell you something. We got the U-shaped neck. I like those. C-shaped necks. I'm not a big fan of the D-shaped necks. If you like the D, that's for you. I appreciate it. But not for me. I like the C. Mel says, I like funny. You're funny. All right. Very cool. Afternoon says, hypothetically, if Nirvana got back together, let's say Kurt comes back to life, got it, and he's all cool, and invited you to tour, would you say yes? Absolutely. Were you kidding? You think I'd say no to the greatest reunion tour of all time? That'd be insane. Lynn says, do a song you haven't done in a while. We're not playing music, pal. Sorry, we're not doing that until we got about 2 more hours. We got 2 more hours. Sorry, we're not playing music till later. We're kind of hanging out. It's just me having a good time. We're just having a good time. We're hanging out. Yeah, we got about 2 hours. We start music at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry. You know, it's funny. If you guys ask nicely, maybe I'll play a couple riffs or something. But so far, everyone's been very mean to me. So let's see here. Lynn says, I'm sorry. You're good. It's okay. Man says, what's your favorite band and song? Don't have a favorite song, but my favorite band's Nirvana, for sure. You'd know if you've seen all the songs I play. A lot of Nirvana. Ton of it, man. Actually, I'll tell you what. You name a Nirvana song, I'll tell you if I know how to play it. Let's play that. Mel Gibson says, that sounds like you're saying Mel Gibson, but you're clearing your throat. Mel Gibson. Did you see the vid with the weird rotating neck guitar yet? I'm sure there's a bunch of weird stuff out there. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but I'm okay. Let's see here. Do, re, mi. Nah. Beans. Yes. What else we got out there? Can we get a good song, though? Can you play this really weird, obscure song that really isn't that good to play? Beans. Crazy. Oh, what's the hardest Nirvana song to play for you? Hardest? They're all pretty simple. I would say of the ones I've tried to learn and like, well, we don't play all of them anymore, but I would say if you here's the rub. All right, so for example, Francis Farmer is great, and then wait, no, I'm thinking of the other one. What's the other one? Milk It, maybe? Because like you gotta think, there's 2 ways to play the song for Milk It. On one hand, you have playing every note, note for note, as the album intended, right? So you play all the little random notes. Beep, doo, doo, doo. Beep, 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 beep. You know what I mean? Or you do it how Kurt did it live, where he would just play random shit, and then you play the main chords. So that's the question. Do you be a super Nirvana nerd and learn all the notes and be an idiot? Or you do it how Kurt would have done it, which is you play random notes until the time calls, which then people tell you you have to be a Nirvana nerd. You got to learn note for note. So it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I would say probably that one. Any song where he plays a bunch of random shit, like as filler, it happens. So, I don't know. All right, we got people asking for songs for some reason. Not sure why. Man says Marigold. We learned how to play that, but it's kind of out of tune, so it's kind of hard to play along to. But it's not so bad. But I don't like playing Marigold that much. It's okay. Eminem says, I keep muting the strings while doing bar chords. Do you have any tips that help you when you're switching between bar chords? Oh, interesting question. So you're telling me, like, when you're trying to do this, you're muting strings. That means you're not pressing down all the way. So let me give you a tip there, bud. So if your guitar is not set up perfectly for you, you're not going to be able to do certain things. So for example, pinky, bar. You should be able to do that. Every note. You should be able to do that. If you can't use your pinky to bar a chord, it ain't set up for you, man. That's my opinion. If you're playing a bar chord with your my strong fingers, you know, and you're not able to press them down, you got to get that thing set up well. Does that make sense? So you either got to get it set up, maybe get some lighter strings, do something. If you're not able to bar with your weakest finger, you got to do it. Eminem says, I can. It's actually the other fingers getting in the way. Oh, so your fingers are too wide. It's kind of saying my steak is too juicy. Oh, my lobster too buttery. Your fingers are too big for the guitar. Well, it sounds like maybe you need a wider fretboard, maybe. Some guitars have a skinnier neck. I like to call them broomsticks instead of baseball bats. Some guitar necks are baseball bats, some are broomsticks. I like the broomsticks, baby. It's much easier. It's much easier for my hands. Of course, I have very small hands. Makes them very agile. Just kidding. Look, you want to see some shit. Hold on real quick. Let me show you something. We're going to pull up. Does anybody know who Les Paul is? Not just the guitar. It is a person. Les Paul is a guy that the guitar was made for. We're going to go look at Les Paul's hands. You want to see some hot dog fingers, man. You want to see some crab legs, some fucking baseball mitts. His hands are fucking nuts. You probably want to get his guitar real quick. Let me get a shot of Les Paul. Hold on. Yeah, that's a pretty good picture. Hold on, let's see if we can pull this up. Can we just look up Les Paul? No, maybe not Les Paul hands. Les Paul playing guitar. Hold on. My man's got some fucking gorilla grip. He's nuts. Okay, here we go. Look at, damn. Hot dog hands himself. All right, so can we look at just the picture, please? No? Okay, that makes sense. Microsoft Edge is such dog shit. It's the worst thing in the world. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me pull this up. This should be okay. So what is this? Streaming? Okay, we're good on that. Just make this smaller real quick. I'll show you guys what his hands look like. So yeah, like I said, everybody's hands are different. Everybody's listens to things differently. So if you think, oh, my hand is not good for guitar, just get it something different, man. So hold on, window capture. We're going to go to Microsoft Edge. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, we got hot dog hands himself. My man. God rest his soul, Les Paul. I remember the day he died. I was in the hospital. Look at this guy's hands. My man's. Can we zoom in? Can we get a zoom in on that? Look at those things! That's a Les Paul recording, too, so that's like a slightly different cut. Look at him! My man's got huge hands. I can't. Can you look at him for long enough? God damn! Look at that thing. Look, they're nuts. He got some big hands. You know what's funny too is he liked small frets too. So he was kind of a strange one. Strange one. So yeah, Les Paul, man, big hands. Oh man. So like I said, you could find a guitar out there. If you're playing a guitar, maybe work on your technique first, because maybe you're just doing something wrong. That's what helps when you have somebody in front of you. Because you might be playing the guitar like this, like thumb over. And you see how my fingers right here? See how they're like flat? You want them kind of arched. That's a much better technique. Because if you look at it, you can reach. You want to be able to. See how it's muting the string inadvertently. Robert says I have no excuses not to learn now. What are you trying to say that you got that? Max says, are you trying to waste people's time? No, just yours, pal. Sorry you're not getting what you want out of this. Sorry, did you pay me? No, you didn't, did you? Whoa! The show doesn't start till 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got about, 2 hours, 9 minutes? We're not playing music till then, but hey, if you got questions, that's what we do on here. Unless you can't read. Mo says, bending improvement. Oh, that's a good question. You want some advice on that? Max says, rude. Excuse me, you're the one who said shit to me. I was giving some advice to somebody else. Max says, I'm leaving. Oh, no, don't leave. Everybody in the chat. No, don't leave, Max. You were such a great something. I don't know. I don't know you. But Mo says bending improvement. So if you're working on guitar, bending is always like a weird kind of thing for most people. So if you're bending the string, you have to kind of identify what exactly is happening. So if you're bending a string, you're basically just going up a fret. You're just bending the note higher. So listen to that. You're just making the note go higher. So now we know what we want to do. We want to get to a certain note, right? It's called a full bend, and then you can do a half bend. Max says, I don't like my time wasted, which is why I'm choosing to stay at this, that's why I'm going to stay at this stream that I already said I don't like. Because he's not doing so. What did you want me to do, Max? You didn't even tell me what you wanted. What did you want exactly? No, don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. I want to see if he's going to waste his own time more. Which he's probably going to, but. I'm choosing to be here at my own expense, and I'm not happy. If only there was an easy way to fix that. I don't like how you're making fun of my decisions. Anyways, so when you're bending a note, you have to kind of visualize what note you want to hit. Right? We got that? So now you have to think technically, how do I do that? How do I achieve that? So let's say you're getting the note. You want to go to a full bend. You could do one finger, right? That's kind of hard, right? What if we go 2 fingers? Oh, much easier. 2 fingers, double the power. Can you play guitar with 2 fingers? Anyway, so we got that. 2 fingers. What if we do 3? Much easier. So now we learned something. If you use more than 1 finger, you can bend the note easier. It takes a lot less strength because you're spreading it over 3 fingers. But you can also do something where you use your wrist. Flick of the wrist, my man. So instead of using your finger like this, like a nerd, just one. That's, I don't like that. But if you use your wrist, 3 fingers. Watch my wrist. Watch my wrist. Much better. There's the techniques. There you go. That's how it goes. Don says, do you teach lessons? I used to, but then people just didn't show up as much. It's really weird. It's like if you ask people to pay for stuff, they don't do it. No, we had people that did it, but like the problem is that if you have a scheduled time and you have like kids that are just, they're going to want to play Fortnite or something, they don't show up on a scheduled time usually. So I just kind of do it on here. So when people want advice, when they want to ask questions, they want to talk about it, they just pop in when they want to. Or there's, some adult that comes in and goes, hey, I don't like this. Why don't you do something else? I was like, no. Anyways, next question. But that's the cool thing is, what do we go over? We said use more than one finger, if you can. Use your wrist to help it out, and then visualize the note. There you go. Does that help? I think that's good. Etzel says, I've been wanting to learn the guitar. Can you give me your recommended beginner guitar? Oh, man, that's a tough one because it's like there's a lot of great guitars. We don't know how much money you got. What's your budget? Because, like, if you say, I have $27, you're not getting anything. But if you say, I have $200, now we're talking. So there's a bunch of guitars I can recommend. But the question is, what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want? A pointy guitar, metal? You want something like, real fast, cool. You want something a little more classic rock looking? Because how you feel affects how you learn. Because if I get you an acoustic, you want to play AC/DC, that ain't going to work. I get you a pointy metal guitar, you want to play Hendrix. It'll work, but you're going to be like, I don't like this. You know what I mean? Etzel says, let's say $350. Good stuff. Now you can afford a guitar and an amp if you want. What do you think? Acoustic, electric? Don't think about what you should do. Think about what you want. What do you want to do? Tell me. I'll give you some information. Yeah, you tell me some more information. We'll see what's going on. Rob says, from my understanding, maple necks are supposed to be brighter than versus a rosewood neck. Being dull, they're about the same. If you can tell the difference between neck material, tip of the hat to you, sir. Most people can't even tell what pickup you're using. Let that sink in. Yeah, I think you should just get what you want. Because like I always say this, there's like a Goldilocks zone of tone. You go outside of it, it sounds too shrill. Inside of it, it's a little too warm. You start sounding like a bass player. We don't want that. So it's like, you want to be in that Goldilocks zone of what you think sounds good. But you got to tell me. I can't tell you. Etzel says, electric. All right, so what you could do, here's an option for $350. Let's go to a guitar shop. Let's go to Chicago Music Exchange. I did Guitar Center earlier. I don't want to keep supporting supporting Guitar Center by putting that stuff up there. But hey, it's a chain. You'll probably have it. But I'll just pull up Chicago Music Exchange because I like them. So give me a second here. We'll build you. I'll build you an army. So let's see here. Whoops. Hold on. Let me edit this real quick. Sorry. It's in front of me. We want it behind me. Get behind me. All right. There we go. So we said Chicago Music Exchange. Sure. Why not? So we'll pull this up and we'll build you. Get the hell out of my face. There we go. We'll pull this up. We'll build you a guitar. $350. You tell me before we do anything. But this is going to take a second. But hey, we'll do it. Cal says, "Hey, I play bass. We aren't that bad. I won't sink to your level. It's too low." Okay, so you tell me what you like real quick. I'll look up some guitars. You tell me what you like. I'm going to go with my favorite. I'm going to look up a Strat. I'm going to pull up some Strats. You stop me. You tell me, "Oh, I like the blue one. I like the green one." We'll pull up we'll get something like $200. Yeah, here we go. 200's, I think, fair. 100 to 250. That's a good range. Like I said, you tell me when to stop. All right, pal? You tell me. All right, so we got a Super Squire Sonic Strat HT. What do you think of that one? You like it? You like these? Cool little toothpaste, seafoam green looking guy. You like that? Etzel says, I also play bass, but that's the only thing I know how to play. Well, we can expand your mind. Get you something that'll get you heard in the mix. What about all black, maple neck? If you don't like any of them, just be like, these kind of look too retro, a little too classic. I don't like them. You tell me, man. Can we get a department? Can we get just guitars, please? Can we just get guitars? Category. Here we go. Electric guitars. Here we go. They only have 16 guitars in the 100 to 250 range. We might not be able to look at this. My name says I'd rather buy a Hondo. That's nice. Well, I wasn't talking about you. Sorry, buddy. We're trying to help out our friend Etzel here. Bro, we are not buying your guitars. That's so cute. You think I have guitars I'm selling? That's adorable. That's great. Thank you that you think that. That's great. Etzel, what do you think? Strats? You think you like Strats? We can look at what about Telecasters? Let's take a look at Tellies. Oh, my name is Ben. Says, okay, bye, buddy. Oh no, my heart is broken. Ben is leaving. All right. See ya. All right, what do we got here? Just say you play guitar, Cal. Leave the basses out. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We like them? Etzel, you tell me. What are you thinking? Purple. Yeah, purple's sick, dude. Lavender? This is pretty. You like the brown? That's cool. Oh, we wanted to go through the price range. Okay, hold on. We're going to find something for you. We're going to find something. The amount of people that come in here entitled, like, hey, you're not doing something I like. It's like, damn. Seems like you got something you should do. All right. Carol says, I don't enjoy guys like you. You keep coming back, though. That is so weird. Anyways, you're not fooling anybody. Rhett says, Patrick, standard tuners or locking? Locking tuners is generally a little bit better, but don't think they're going to really affect your like tuning stability too much. They're really for like ease of use. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Is Etzel still out there? Etzel, you still out there? Do we like any of this? Any of these designs look good to you? Pull something else out. PRS. SE. Is there a PRS SE that's too low price? What's the lowest PRS SE? 250 maybe? Nope, $500. All right. Let's see. Ibanez makes some good stuff on the 100 to 250 range. Let's pull up an Ibanez. We're just trying to find a guitar for our friend Etzel here. Let's see here. Phobia says, I love PRS, my favorite brand. They're good. Glad you like something. What do we got here? Electric guitar. Oh, no, a bass. Don't look, guys. I'll get it off the screen in just a second. Don't worry. All right, we got... oh, wow, no electrics in that price range. Yeah, we're going to have to get off Music Exchange, sadly. Sorry, everybody. They just don't have enough equipment in the new range. So, all right, we're going to go to Guitar Center. It's okay. All right, let's see. This will be much easier, too, because we can just go by price. Electric guitar. Not acoustic. Electric, buddy. Let's see. Guitars. We want electric. Let's see. We said 100 to 200. Let's see, $200. We got a price range there. Used is really the way to go, but it's okay. If you got to get some. Where's our price range? Hold on. We're gonna get it set up before we'll show you guys. Where's the prices? God damn it! I guess we got to go low to high. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got low to high. You tell me. Etzel, if you don't respond, I'm going to move on, buddy. Sorry. You got 20 seconds to respond. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. Oh, we got Etzel. All right, so here we go. So we got a bunch of cheap guitars here. We're going to see if we can go to the $200 range. We're going to go new. We're going to go new. We don't need used. I love used, but we're going to go new. So you tell me which one you think looks cool, okay? You tell me. Rhett says, Purple, he isn't pushing anything. Someone asked a question. He's trying to help him out with research. Yeah. It's almost like this guy doesn't have all the information. He's trying to make decisions. Yeah, we're just trying to get some stuff. Etzel says, all of them? You like all of them? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's see, $200. I'd say it's between. Let's see. Let's say Ibanez. What do you think of this guy? Oh, that's a micro. We don't want that. We could get this guy. 2 humbuckers. Rock and roll. What do we think? So the idea is that there's a couple different features on every guitar, right? This guitar, for example, has these things called humbuckers. Put that up there. See these like big old squares right here? So that means it has a little bit of a thicker sound, has more of a rock and roll sound. Pretty okay cleans. I like it. But it's also got a whammy bar. So if you want to do your widdly wows, you can do that. Single volume, single tone. So you don't have too much to go on there. You can't really mess it up. It's a good guitar. Played it before. Very basic, but basically this is what they call a super strat. So it's supposed to be a little bit easier to play fast. But if you're just starting out, super strat looking type, recommend it. I'd like it. The Geos are good. You're not paying for too much. So really you should sit down and try the guitars yourself, even if you don't know what you're doing. Just see what you like, what you don't like. What else we got here? There's a Jackson. That's a Dinky. Silverburst. Cool color. What else we got here? Another Jackson right there. Man, Jackson's got the low end. Squier Sonic. Here we go. I used to have this. It's a great guitar. If you look at it, it's similar to the last one, but you see a humbucker here. See the double? And then there's single coil. So if you want to listen to it. So this is a single coil. This is the neck pickup. So it sounds more like a bluesy. Right? Very clean. But if you get a humbucker, oh yeah, rock and roll right away. Right? Nice roundness, clean. Rock and roll. A little more subdued. A little thicker sounding. Not as clean, but hey. So this gets you the best of both worlds. Like them both. $250 though. Little high on that price in my opinion. I think $200 is more of a fair price. But yeah, get a Squier, man. Get a Squier. Get a Ibanez. Those are good. Try them out. And the real thing is the amp. And I would say my favorite amp to recommend to people that's inexpensive, the LT25. So pull that up. Yeah, here we go. So this one's $180 now. I think they go on sale often. You can get less. So this amp is clutch. So the reason this amp is so good is because if you look at it, it's got a little screen on here. So let's say you want your, what do you got? What's your favorite band, Etzel? You got any bands you like? Is there an LT50? Probably. Let me know a favorite band for you. Guaco says, hot take, Fender has more iconic guitars than any other company. I mean, I'm actually going to disagree with you. You know why? I mean, if you're talking about models, I would say no. If you're talking about to people, yeah. Like, how many signature strats are there? There's so many. But I'll tell you what, man. The problem is that Gibson has Flying V, Explorer, SG, Les Paul, ES335. That's 5, right? And what else they got? They got, I mean, not counting acoustics, electrics, that's 5. And you got Fender, Strats, Tellys, and then you got Jaguars, and you got your Jazzmaster, you got Mustangs. I don't know if there's like iconic. I'm gonna disagree. They're still really good, but yeah, I think Gibson's got more iconic body shapes. But then again, it's pretty close. Yeah, I would say Gibson has more, even though I love Fender more. Fender just their stuff's more fringe. Strats are the most popular though. Like, let's be real. Strats are definitely the most popular. So, anyways, back to the amp. So, bottom line is, Etzel. So, you said enter Shakira? Let's see here. Well, I'll tell you what. This can get a metal sound. This has a Metallica setting in there. This has a Nirvana setting right off the bat. This has a Hendrix setting in it. Literally, you see this knob right here? Woohoo! You turn it, click, you get a different band, different song. It's amazing. Now, this is not new technology, but this is pretty cheap for what it does, and it does it very well. And what's cool about it is when you get it, headphone jack. So if you don't want to bug your parents or your family, Your kid's sleeping in the other room. You know what I mean? Your mom's cooking dinner, whatever it is. I don't know. But, dude, play it. It's great. It is fun. You got a lot of things in there. There's a lot of features for the money. I think 180's high, but you can find it on sale, dude. You can. You can get them used everywhere. They're all over the place. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Terry says, Jazzmaster on Fair Side. Yep, said it. Definitely said it. But definitely not. It's just not as popular. Nowadays, it's getting more popular, but I've seen more 335s and Flying V's and Explorers than Jazzmasters, for sure. For sure. Eric Clapton says, just stop talking and play music, dude. Hey, buddy. No. We're doing something for other people. I know you want it to be all about you. I get it. I get it, man. You think you want music, but you don't get music till later. We're answering questions. Sorry, buddy. Eric says, we don't care about this. Chat, does this guy speak for you? Do you speak for the crowd? Or is it just you, pal? Patrick just laced up this whole chat. Go get him. Sick him, boys. Tell this guy to shut the fuck up. Oh, man. Isn't that great? Somebody goes into a bookstore and they go, I hate books. Where's all the hamburgers? Everyone's in the store like, what the fuck are you doing in a fucking bookstore? What are you doing here, pal? We're playing music later. We're answering questions now. So Etzel says, okay, thank you so much for all your info. I really appreciate it. Perfect, man. I'm glad you asked it. But yeah, like I said, you got to go decide what guitar makes you happy. Sit down with it. What you're going to look for is how comfortable is it? Pricing. How's it look? I know being vapid, a lot of people out there only care about looks, but it's not all you can care about. But you should care about it. Because if you don't like how it looks, you're not going to play it as much. You want to feel good when you play it. You know what I mean? If you get something, you're like, I hate red. I don't want a red guitar. You're not going to play it as much. So get something you like. And then you'll learn with it. You'll grow with it. You'll play guitar more. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want something that inspires you. The biggest thing that people pay for in music. And I mean this. Because guitars sound like guitars. They do. Look how we feel about guitars. Bass players feel about their basses. Drummers feel about their drums. We just think it sounds like drums. We think it sounds like bass. But they're passionate about it. And they're passionate. They play better. So that's important, dude. It's very important to do that. It's very important to do that. Ah, good stuff. Carlos says, see you later, Pat. Riff Sniper. Gnarly. There you go. See you later, Carlos. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, there you go. Cal says, Pat, what's your favorite camera angle you have? I mean, I like this one. This is the better camera. I like this one. I'm used to looking off to the left when I'm looking at you guys because the computer's right here. And so when I'm talking to you, I know that that's you. Does that make sense? My natural feeling is just look at you. You know what I mean? Looking right at the camera. Yeah, Kyle says the sound of your instrument should inspire you. That too. But I'll tell you what, so many instruments sound good. You know what I mean? Even the bad ones can sound pretty good, man. Like, dude, there's some really good equipment out there these days for not that much money. So I always tell whether you're learning, tone is not important, really. It's learning how to play. Getting the songs down. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the exact magnet and winding and pickup and wires and cables and wood type and you know what I mean? Like that doesn't matter. Think about it this way. The guitar that sounds incredible but played out of tune by a noob, it's gonna sound like shit anyways, right? You gotta do it. You gotta earn the stripes. Come on, man. That's how it goes. Because, like, as you get better, because let me put it this way. I've seen guys, like, I used to sell guitars for a long time. This was years ago. And I would have, like, a lawyer come in and they'd be like, let me get the best equipment. They drop, poof, $5,000. Poof, $3,000. You know what I mean? They'll get something, and then they'll do this. I'm not kidding. This is a real thing, so. Doctor says, are we playing a show today or not? What's up with all the people coming in and expecting music right away? Listen, I get it. We're playing music at 8 p.m. We're answering questions right now. Relax, okay? Relax. I know you're upset that you're not getting your free show. Take a hike. Anyways, so you got people out there that spend a ton of money and then they play their guitar like this. I swear to God, this is true. See what I mean? It's like you could have the best equipment, but if you're not playing it well, if you're not doing it right, doesn't matter. So that's why it's just like pick whatever you want in the beginning. As long as you're inspired, that's what you want, dude. Does that make sense? Cool Killer says Pat runs Ernie Ball 8s on his guitars in standard and then goes up in size as the tuning drops. That is correct. Yep. Yeah. I play 8s. I play like little baby tiny spaghetti strings. Some angel hair pasta strings. And that way, when I change tuning, it makes it a little bit looser, so I get a higher gauge to go back to what I'm comfortable with. So all my guitars play very, very similar. It's very easy. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're answering questions, music, guitar, video games. Nobody has asked a video games question so far. Streaming, no streaming questions either. Streaming, ask me anything, man. We're hanging out. We're chatting. We're doing this before the music part of the show. We got about another 45 minutes of hanging out here, so if you guys got something you want to ask, you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to. So, Robert says, I like the hanging out right now. I don't know why randoms are coming and complaining. But you know why? It's because they're expecting one thing. They see the guitar, and they go, music. And then they don't read anything. And then they go, play something. And you go, no. And they go, and they leave. So, let's see here. Kyle says, playing Stranded Deep right now? Is that a game? Are you telling us what you're playing? Like a video game? Or is that a song? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Mike says, do you like Minecraft, bro? Yeah, dude, Minecraft rules. We used to have a Minecraft server on the show. We used to have one. True story. We had it for like a year, and it was really fun. We had a bunch of people playing on it. And then the guy who ran the server went crazy and destroyed it. And then I tried to bring it back months later, but we lost the momentum. So I was like, whatever. So crazy, huh? Yeah, we used to have a Minecraft server. You could have played Minecraft with me and a bunch of mods and stuff like that. Dude, so much fun. It was a lot of fun. I miss it. Maybe we'll bring it back. Who knows? We'll see. What do we got out there? We got Mystery Man says, do you like Roblox? Not really. I played it a couple times because you guys asked me to, and it's not as much fun. Maybe I was playing the wrong games. Robert Sterling with a $2 donation. Hey, I'll give you an in-depth answer on this one. Thank you so much. Robert said, favorite Halo game and why? Oh, man. Really, this is between 1 and 2. So, Halo 1 came out when I was a little kid. And I'll never forget you're talking like hype. It was like an inferno. You could see like the forest fire of people being like, Halo, 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 Halo. The countryside was completely engulfed in Halo for so long. Playing Halo 1, LAN parties, playing with friends, going nuts. One of the best experiences in anybody's gaming, career history. So much fun, dude. Hearing the, and then getting the sniper on, headshot. You know what I mean? Oh, hearing the shield, the beeping and shit. Oh my god, the Magnum, the 2-time scope, dude. Say goodbye to every other game on the planet. Killing spree. Kilimanjaro. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so good. Sticking somebody with the sticky grenade, getting the rocket launcher, jumping before it shoots you because you're hoping they missed. Such a great experience. Loved it. But Halo 2 built upon that. It really did. Halo 2, the dualies, getting yourself getting a plasma rifle, SMG, doing the BXR, doing glitching outside the map, dude. Oh, Halo 2. I mean, could you get more S tier than S tier? You know what I mean? Such a great experience. I'm going to go with Halo 2, even though Halo really started everything. Halo 2 made it more. And then, unfortunately, you had to buy a new console for Halo 3, right? So that was a big hurdle for a lot of people. And then Xbox Live was, I think, it was still good, but Halo 3 was really fun. But I don't think it made it more, in my opinion. I think it just made it a little more complex. So I'm going to go with Halo 2 for sure. Yeah, energy sword. Yeah. Real quick, dude. Love it. Dude, getting them. What do we got out? Yeah, but I mean, let me put it this way. Both are 10s. You can't beat them. 10 out of 10 games. Just one was just more. So, but if you think at the time, it smoked everybody else in one drag, dude. Good stuff. A rush of just great experiences right there. Sue, let's see here. Sue says, my ex-girlfriend is getting married to someone else. Sorry, we're getting married. You know, you didn't have to bring it up on the show. Sorry, me and your ex are getting married. You don't have to bring it up, but okay. It says she decided that while being in a relationship with you, well, she wasn't really in a relationship with you anymore, but, you know. And I can do nothing about it. Can you dedicate a song to her? It's just a low-key request. Sorry, man, we're not playing music. We're talking. We're playing music later. I'm sorry. Also kind of weird to have me play a song dedicated to somebody who's not with you anymore and they're with me. It's kind of brutal. Let's see here. Sorry. Sorry, I'm messing around with you. But that being said, we're not playing music right now, bud. Sorry. We're kind of just talking. We're kind of sharing some information, learning. Yeah, sorry, bud. Rhett says, I think SR then SSR is above S tier. Really? Is there an S tier above S tier? Blake says, could you dedicate a song to the toe I stubbed? Yeah, we can do that. I stubbed my toe today. I think it'll go away. There you go. Sorry. Why wouldn't I dedicate something to that? That's brutal. All right, what do we got here? Rhett says music starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that is correct. Yeah. You know what's funny? You know what? Can we talk about something real quick? You know all the people that were complaining earlier? Hey, where's the music? You know what they could have said? Hey, man, I know you guys are talking, but are you playing music today or later today? It's almost like a normal human question. Crazy, huh? Rob says Halo was an oasis. That's a pretty cool way to put it, dude. It was. You were just in a desert. I mean, to be fair, though, there were a lot of good games, too. PlayStation 2 had a lot of good games. So let's see here. The Strongest says, can you please sing Bohemian Rhapsody, please? Well, you said please twice. It's a double positive, which makes it a negative. I know in math it's positive, positive, positive. But on my show, it's actually negative. So Alex says, play some music already. We do have all day. Oh, you do have all day. Oh, that's okay then. You can wait all day. Hey, man, I could wait all day. You got it. You can wait till 8. What is that? Hour and a half? Can you wait an hour and a half? All right. Mystery Man says, do you like Fortnite? I played it when it first came out. What was that, 2016? Damn. Time flies. Was it 2016? Hold on. What do we got here? Fortnite. That came out in 2017, excuse me. 2017 is when it came out. My bad. That's a long time for a game series, man. But time flies when you're having fun on stream. What do we got here, dude? We said Sue says I can wait a whole day for music. Don't worry, lad. Hey, you're blooming. Thank you so much. But yeah, as far as Fortnite goes, it came out and I remember I wasn't like amazing at it, but it got boring. Like there's a couple documented, me shredding on that game. I'll just say that. But that being said, it changed. Things got different. The meta changed. So obviously, yeah, it's a different game now. I haven't played it in a serious manner at all since it first came out. But it was fun. I liked it. I don't know how people could play it for 9 years. Cool Kill says, bloomin'? You bloomin' ripper. There's a game called Dinkum I've been playing recently, which is like Animal Crossing for PC. Highly recommend it, by the way. But it's funny because it's set in Australia. And what's funny about that is I can't tell if something is like fake in the game. Like there's things called bush limes, like limes that grow in the bush. And I was like, is that a real thing? I've never heard of a bush lime. So it's a fun game, but they say stuff that are Australian. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to pick it up. So bloomin' ripper is what they say to you when you do a good job. You beauty. It's great. Any Australians in the chat? You know what I'm talking about. So funny, dude. But yeah, Dinkum, highly recommend the game. It's Animal Crossing on Steam, on your PC. You can play multiplayer. It's fucking great. Love it, dude. Cool Killer says, those exist in my eyes. They're real. Oh, well, I'll tell you this. They're real. They're literally like, it's like a different form of lime. You like citron. You know what I mean? They're like the different fruits out there you've probably never heard of. I didn't know that a bush lime was real. But I'll say this. There are things in the game that aren't real that I think are. And I look it up and I'm like, oh, that's not real. That's just an invention for the game. So it's kind of confusing, but yeah, that's why I said you bloomin' ripper. Guitar says, bro, I want to play guitar live, but I only have 34 subscribers. I need 50 to go live. That's it? Really? You need 50? Man, good luck. Maybe you should maybe play more music. Make some videos. You know what I mean? Do something. Get some out there, man. Earn them. Yeah, that's only what? 16? 16 subscribers. You can get it. You have 16 friends? Well, probably shouldn't ask that. But Terry says, how do we find you? We'll sub. I'll tell you what, not here. Hey, everybody in the chat, can you please subscribe to me? I would love... No, don't do that. Don't do that, man. You can't do that. You can't do that here. You can't do that. Dude, remember the time the guy came on here and he was trying to promote his album and we played it for a second and it was dog shit and I got really mad. He like recorded with an iPhone. It sounded terrible and I was like, what are you doing? We stopped the show to play his music and it's like he didn't care. Horrible. Horrible. And let me put it this way. Listen, I like supporting people. I really do. But I don't like when people come on here and like try to hijack the show. That's rude. I don't like that. Lucas says, Backcountry, Avenged Sevenfold. Are you asking me if I like the song? Are you asking me if I know the song? What are you saying? What's going on? Mystery Man says, what's your favorite band? I love Nirvana. It's my favorite band. Fantastic. Really enjoy it. Check it out. I love how Terry was like, whatever your channel is, man, we'll support it. It's like his channel is his name. That's a good joke, dude. I like that. That's badass. Yo, shout out to my boy. Amanda Barrett sends a $2 donation saying, thanks for the Q&A, Pat. Yay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everyone say thank you to Amanda. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what? I did this earlier. I don't know why it's not here right now, but hold on. Let's put all the people sponsoring the show. Give me a second here. Let's get everybody on the show. Hold on one second. Didn't we have that last time? We had a text bar that was just going sideways. Hold on. Let me just change this real quick. Let's see here. Hold on. Is it this? Nope, that's not it. Where's the scrolling? We'll just make a new one. It's okay. I'll fix it. Yeah, we'll put all the people sponsoring the show. Scrolling names. Or scrolling sponsors. Called that. All right, so let me put this down here. Whoops. We got Amanda sponsor. Thank you. And then I'll put sponsored by. Sponsored by. And then we had 2 people send donations today. 3 people? Get out of town. Oh, that's right. Dem is Blue sent one earlier. And we couldn't honor it because there was a request for music. And I said, sorry, buddy. We'll hold off until we start playing music. Not Camaro. Hold on. Why is that? Can we copy that? There we go. So we'll do that. And we'll take off the @ sign because it's implied. And then we got Robert Sterling. Robert Sterling. Thank you. All right, cool. And then we'll do Make the background a little bit, just huge, like that. Makes sense. And then we'll bring this down. And then we'll make it scroll. Hold on. We'll make it scroll, yes. Make it look good, yes. And then we'll put it, I don't know, we'll put it above there. Nah. We'll make this a little bit smaller. That way the people get more confused and mad at me. Maybe we'll just put this right here. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. All right, hold on a second, everybody. I know you're all wanting to say something to me and get mad at me or ask a question. But you can wait just a moment. Put that right there. Sponsored by. And then we'll add one of these. We'll get a scroll going. Scroll! Check that out. You like it? Check that out. You got your name on the show, you guys. You guys are so cool. My homies. All right. We can't forget Demi. Demi's blue. Put him on there. That's the first person to donate today. All right, cool. All right. Looking good, everybody. Sponsored by. This show is sponsored by. This show is sponsored by Demi's Blue. We got Robert Sterling. We got Amanda Barrett. Thank you guys so much. All right, back to what you guys were talking about. Sorry about that. I just wanted to interrupt my own show. Talk about the good people there. Let's see here. Terry said TikTok took 1,000. Huh? I must have missed the first part of that. Sorry. Man City says, how do sing and play at the same time? Oh, okay. So here's how it works. So when you're going to play guitar and sing, you have to imagine that there's a constant beat going on, right? There are rests and there are not rests. You're playing music and you're not playing music, right? They all count as a beat. Does that make sense? It never stops. Each pause is a note. That's the way I'd like to think about it. So we'll take a song like "Come As You Are." Also, Rhett, thank you so much for the donation. Give me 1 second. I want to finish my thought. Do not let me forget you sent a donation. I saw it on my phone, but I want to make sure I get this right. All right, let's get in tune because this thing's going out of tune. Okay, so you got a guitar. You're going to play "Come As You Are," right? So you go. Right? You got to get the guitar part down. You can either learn the vocals or the guitar part first, whatever you want. I like to learn the guitar part first. So you got. So we'll slow it down. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend. Right, so man says, every time I start singing, I stop playing. So you have to understand that when you say a syllable, you're either playing a note or you're not playing a note. So watch. Come as you are. So there's two notes I said a word on. Come as you are. So you have to learn what notes you say a certain word on. So that's a difficult song to sing and play. So if we think about a different one, we could play If you notice when I say one of the do's, I start it on the first note. Right? So you got to figure out what note you're playing on, right? What note are you playing on when you sing the note? Elvis famously could not sing and play at the same time. So it's for at least a while. So you'll hear him sing, and then he'll start playing guitar, and then he'll sing, and he'll start playing guitar. It's very funny. So don't think this is just you. This is like something that can happen. It's very difficult. But you can do it. You can do it. So Man City says, how about Serve the Servants, because that's what I'm learning. All right, we can try that. I do know how to play that. I just don't play it on my show anymore. So that's not so bad. So we're going to learn the guitar part. And we'll figure it out. Let's see here. All right. We got... Whoop. Teenage angsters paid off well, but now I'm bored and old. So this isn't too bad. So we'll go slow down. We'll slow down. We're going to keep it clean. Teenage angsters paid off well. Now I'm bored and old. So pretty much anytime he strums the guitar, he sings a word, right? Teenage angsters paid off well. Now I'm bored and old. You got to know what word the note comes on. So what you could do is write it down. You don't have to know what the notes are, right? You don't have to do a music theory. What you do is you sit down and you go, here's the first chord. Teenage angsters paid off well. Now I'm bored and old. Self-appointed judges judge. No, they've sold. So each step of the way, you can learn how to play and sing it. Just go slow. Find out when the word comes out and what note you're playing or not playing. Rests count as a note. Does that make sense? So that should help you out. So if you're trying to learn to play a song, that's what you should do. That's what I would do. Because it is confusing because you're doing two things at once. But remember, check this out. Drummers have to do every limb, right? Their legs, their arms, they're all independent. Drummers have it way harder than us guitar players. That's why I respect drummers a lot, even though I don't like them. They usually show up to everything late. So anyways, I just want to give a big shout out to our friend Rhett in the chat who sent us a $25 donation helping out the show. Let's see what it says here. We're going to see what this says. Give me a second here. We do have a Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo, but I usually don't put it up here just because so many people send it on the other things. It says, Q&A King. Everybody say thank you to Rhett AF82. Unbelievable, dude. Thank you so much. We're going to put you on there, buddy. Thank you so much. $25 donation. That's insane. I'm lucky to get that on my music stuff. Just talking, though? Come on, man. Don't you know? Eric Clapton hates the show. Wouldn't that be funny if we had a famous person be like, yo, that guy sucks. He didn't play music. He was just talking the whole time. What if that really was Eric Clapton earlier? What if that was the Eric Clapton? He's just old as fuck in his bed. Hey, there's a guy playing guitar. What if you play one of my songs? Hello, mate. Can you play one of my songs? That's not how he sounds. He's British, but he doesn't sound like that. Oh, that'd be funny. Anyways, shout out to the people sending donations. We got their names up there. If you go to send a donation, you can. But damn, so funny. But I hope that helps out if you're trying to learn to sing and play. It is complicated. You do have to practice it, but just go slow. Be nice to yourself and just really cut it apart. Divide and conquer, man. No, Clapton's great. There was a guy who was on here earlier who's there, Clapton. He's like, shut up and play some music. And we're like, it doesn't start till 8 p.m., so you got another hour and change. And he's like, I don't care. And we were like, fuck you, Eric Clapton. Don't clip that. No, you can clip that. I don't care. Eric Clapton, he's pretty good. I like his music, but I don't love it. You know, if he gets mad at me, I'm not going to care. Anyways, where were we? Ashfall Musica says, do you like the Resident Evil series? Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Yeah, we were talking about how I played Resident Evil when it first came out. PlayStation, man. Yeah, I played Resident Evil on PlayStation. My cousin, Josh, had it at his house. I went to go visit him. And he was much older. He's still older than me because that's how time works. But he was like he was like 20, like 18 or something. And buddy, he had a cool-ass room. He had this skull in there in a glass jar or something, and its eyes would follow you. Oh, it scared me when I was a little kid. But anyways, we played Resident Evil, and the scene where the dog's coming through the window, I flipped shit. I was like, ah! And I ran out the room. Loved it, dude. Loved it. Oh, man, great game. I played Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. And then years later, obviously, they made the remaster of 1 on GameCube. Played that. We had it at my house. My brother bought it. And then we had Resident Evil 0. Resident Evil 0. Great game series. Then we played 4, and I kind of lost interest, which was obviously one of the best ones. So I don't know why that happened. I never finished 4. I did play it. That was a great one, though. Resident Evil 7? Really? I heard that was when they got the most criticism because they said it was more of an action game. It wasn't like a let's go looking around game. To be fair, 4 kind of started that trend where it was like more action than horror, even though it is kind of scary. Also, I kind of hate, what are they called? Where you have to quick time event? I hate quick time events. Press B right now. Gameplay. You know what I mean? I didn't like that, but I know a lot of people did. Anybody like quick time events? Robert says Resident Evil 5 was very underrated in my books. I know a lot of people didn't like it. Really? We'll pull that up. Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5. Oh, that's the one that where you're Redfield? Yeah, and you're like, where are you? Are you in Africa? Are you in Egypt? Where the hell are you? It looks like the jungle. What's going on in here? Are you in South America? Where does Resident Evil 5 take place? I'm looking at the pictures right now. Resident Evil. West Africa. What? Kajuju. The fictional Kajuju Autonomous Zone in West Africa. Chris Redfield, now with the BSAA, investigates a bioterrorism threat facing Magini, infected with a new variant of the Las Plagas parasite. Damn. Interesting. Well, I haven't played it. Maybe we'll play it someday. Terry says, playing Randy Travis, put the capo on your nose. Excuse me? Are you saying you're playing Randy Travis, space, I should put a capo on my nose? Or are you saying in order for me to play Randy Travis, I should put a capo on my nose? Yeah, that's for tone. What does that mean? Onion says, I watched my friend play Resident Evil Biohazard, and it wasn't scary. It was disturbing, though. That sounds a little questionable. You said it was kind of like, ugh, but you weren't like, oh. They're kind of scary. Stuff jumps out at you. Tough guy? I'm not a tough guy, dude. Stuff scares me in fucking Fallout. Jill Jackson says, when are you playing music, dude? We got another hour and 15 minutes. Thank you for asking. Yeah. We're kind of just talking before the show. Because if I play music for too long in one session, I lose my voice and I can't play as well. Sorry. But yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we're going to play music. But we're kind of just hanging out. If you got questions, we're kind of just chilling. Giving my opinion on stuff. Playing some random notes every now and then. Just kind of that. Terry finally got back to us. Are you typing with a Wiimote? Taking a while. Terry says, to sing Randy Travis. Oh. I didn't realize that's what you were saying because you said playing Randy Travis. See what I mean? Man City says, can you do a backflip? The last time I did a backflip, I landed on your mom, and I'm not trying to do that right now. We're on a television show. Yeah, this is TV. We're on a YouTube stream. Can't do that. Sorry, man. You like that? Robert says, Resident Evil 4 Chainsaw Guy scared me. Has anybody played the new Resident Evils? I have not, but I heard the remasters are incredible. I've seen footage. Beautiful. beautiful remasters. That's how every remaster, remake, everything should be done. Just get a good goddamn engine. Really keep the spirit of the game. You ever notice that? How, like, movie remakes tend to be bad, but game remakes tend to be really good? You ever notice that? It's crazy how that happens. Like, covers can take a different turn. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. But the whole thing with video games is, like, most of the time when you do a remaster or remake, it's really good. With exception to Grand Theft Auto. Not sure what the hell happened with that one. But, yeah, crazy. Man City says, what mods did you do to your Jaguar? Man. Are you the backflip guy? No response, huh? All right. Well, I'll tell you. When you're asking, I'll answer for you. But the Jaguar has a couple mods, nothing too much. So, Day says how to mute properly while sweep picking and the behind techniques. Behind techniques? That might be a little too risque for the show. But I don't know. For me, it's so hard. Sweep picking, muting properly. I mean, you kind of just... No, let me answer the Jaguar question, but I think I know what you're trying to talk about. So with the Jaguar, there's only a couple mods. So I put a toggle switch for the pickup selector because I don't like the Jaguar switches because they're bad. They break a lot too. So we got a toggle switch. Then you get your... So you get that. A lot of distortion in the bridge pickup. Neck pickup nice and clean, like all my other guitars. I just like having that quick, be able to do that. I also changed the neck. This is a Vintera HH neck, which is different. It's 9.5 radius. Pal Ferro instead of rosewood. I love rosewood, but you can't get it. I do have the other neck in the other room, but that's rosewood. But nitro body. I actually don't like the nitro on this. It feels fine, but if you wear certain T-shirts with it, it reacts with the nitro. I don't know what they did, but beautiful color. Can we agree? Lake Placid blue, baby. Looking good. But Man City says, no, the one with the duct tape. Oh. The one with the black electric tape. Same stuff, really, honestly. Same stuff. Yeah. Same things. Toggle switch. Humbucker. Except I put this is the what is it, the 50th anniversary model. So I don't like candy apple red. So I put black electric tape all over it instead of refinishing it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't recommend doing that. You know why? Because no matter how many years it's been, the tape doesn't get not sticky, and you'll get some of the residue from the tape. Not a great idea. So, but anyways, yeah, got all that stuff. This one has a mastery bridge, which it didn't need actually, because they put the tremolo plate closer. So didn't really need it. So, but yeah, not a big deal. Man says, what humbucker is it? Ooh, can you guess? Do you know? Let's see here. Day said how to mute properly while sweep picking. I don't understand. What do you mean by the behind techniques? What does that mean? What is a behind technique? Never heard that. I would love to know. Super distortion. Bing. Got it. My man's knows his pickups. You got it, dude. Congratulations. Let's see. First try. But how to mute properly? Well, if you're sweep picking is something I don't use that often. But from what I understand in the techniques that I learned, if you're sweep picking, you're just raking the strings in a nice straight up, just one shot. You're not trying to all the way through. And then your right hand, obviously, if you want to mute them, you're kind of just following it. But at the same time, it's I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much. You probably know how to sweep pick better than me. Maybe use your thumb. But I know you got to do an arpeggiated. So you pick your pick up where your notes are supposed to go. You're good to go on that. But I only do one I only do one pattern. It probably could be cleaner. But yeah, as far as other techniques go, I don't know, man. I actually can't answer that. You might have stumped me, bud. But then again, if there's a artist that you know, Jeff Loomis maybe, he probably has some videos. He had some great stuff back in the day. See if Jeff Loomis has a video on sweep picking. Sweeping technique. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, go look up Jeff Loomis, dude. He has a whole video that's 16 years old now. It can drive. He probably is one of the best of the best. Go look it up. Oh, there's none 4 years ago too. Yeah, Jeff Loomis, man. Look it up. Go check it out. Well, I'll tell you what. We got about 9 minutes left, folks. So if you guys got questions, now's the time. Man says, what amp do you use? Man City, there's a video you can watch. If you go to my account, top left-hand corner, click that, tap that, and then you'll see a video that shows all my equipment, all there, all the stuff you want to go check out. Go check that video out, dude. Because I don't want to go over each piece of my equipment just like, one at a time. It's kind of boring. But Onion says, thoughts on Tool? They're good, dude. I like them. I like them. There's a guy that plays exclusively Tool. I don't know if he's still on YouTube. He might be. He might still be on YouTube. But it is LC3 and the Bird. That's the guy's account. So if you look him up, you'll see Tool's Day. He's a pretty cool guy. Pretty nice guy. But he plays only Tool. That's all he does. He'll just play Tool the entire time. It's amazing. Blake says he is, I think. LC3? Yeah. LC3. He's great, dude. So I like Tool, but I don't play any. Yeah, never fell in love with them enough to learn their music. But that being said, I do like the band a lot. Like, I remember when 10,000 Days came out, I was like, oh, shit, that's all I played. I used to listen to 10,000 Days from Tool, and I'd play StarCraft. It's fucking great. I love that. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Yeah, right. Did you notice how Man City keeps asking some questions that were already answered? Is that weird? I can't tell if he's trolling or not. Man City, are you trolling? You know what music I play, don't you? You've seen the show. You want to see the song list? I can show it to you. Yeah, there's a list. Yeah, have you been here? I can't tell what's going on here. Because I remember answering these questions, but I don't know if it was you who asked. Very confused. Yeah. Man City says, yes, please. All right, you got it, since you said please. Boop. So those are all the songs I know how to play. But we're not going to start for another hour. Sorry, man. Yeah, those are all the songs I can play. You'll see it. Yeah, see, we got Pearl Jam, a little bit, a couple songs. Nothing like from like the famous stuff that people usually request, but just the songs I like. Because I do like a lot of Pearl Jam, but I don't. Because like I like to sing and play, and a lot of songs from Pearl Jam to sing and play them are kind of difficult, so I don't want to do it. So, Blame says, learn Tourist Denial. Why? Is this something you want? Come on, man, let me do what I want. Red says, 2 please would be a double positive, thus a negative on this show. Yeah. Blame says, please is my favorite. Chat, should we learn a song for this guy who I don't know and I don't even know what the song is? What? Give me a better reason than for you. Because I'm not you. You're not me. You would love me? Wait, so that means you don't love me. Wow. Manipulation. It's a DIY band? Yeah, Rhett says, wow, his love is transactional. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, man. That's kind of messed up! Do it and I will love you. I don't know, man. Blame says they barely got views and shit. Okay, hold on a second. Rewind. Is it your band? Be honest. Be honest. Is it your band? Be honest. Is it your band? It is. It's your band. All right, I'll tell you what, you guys. I think we'll go listen to this guy's band, but we're going to see what happens. All right, we'll go listen to this guy's band. You guys ready? We're going to go listen to this guy's band. Because he was so polite and he asked me to play something of his on my show. We'll do that. Are we cool with that? You guys cool with that? All right, here we go. Let's go check it out. We're only going to do this once. We're only going to do this once. What song are we going to play? What's the song? Blame says, it's fine. I like how he's calling the shots. It's cool. The song is called Denial. What's the name of the band? What's the band? TR says, I'm cool if you are. All right. You said the song was called Denial? What's it called? Oh, I just said that's... All right, going once. Going twice. What's the name of the band? Okay, Tourist is the band. Okay, all right. I was like, what the hell? All right, we'll listen to it real quick. All right, we'll check it out. All right, let's see here. What do we got here? All right, let's go check it out. All right, cool rip. Right off. Ooh. Right on, dude.
Can you fix me?
Is that you singing?
For a low fee.
Is that you singing, dude? Right on.
Take my insides, leave them outside. No, please. Don't,
Right on. This is badass, man.
don't save me.
This is sick, dude. I like this.
Can't compete with dead athletes. Walk on stage,
Right on, dude. I like it.
then press play.
Chat, should we play the whole song? You guys want to hear the whole thing? This is good, man. I like it. That's sick, dude. Right on. Solitary said, bro, said that's not it. Huh? What do you mean? You don't like it? Who said they don't like it? I think it sounds great. All right, we'll play it. We'll play the whole thing. All right.
Same song. You're wrong. Come back. I'm back. No, please. Don't leave. Don't save me. My baby. Sweet lady. Come save me. Please save me. Yes, I'm leaving for sure.
Yikes, this is good.
See me falling through the floor.
All right.
Give me back what she gave. It's my life you must save. Can you fix me? For a
Oh, right on, dude. This is sick.
Take my insides, leave them outside.
That was sick, dude. You like it? All right, so yeah, I was gonna say I appreciate when people want to share things, and it's cool. But when people try to advertise on my show without sending a donation, it kind of it's not a good idea to do that because one, it's kind of disrespectful to the show. Two, you didn't ask hey, if I pay you money, can you advertise this? So you got to think I took a long time to get my music and stuff built up as best as I can. So if you're trying to promote stuff, usually the better idea is to make your own show, play music your own way, try and show it to people, but don't go onto other people's shows and try to self-promote. It's kind of a scuzzy thing to do. So don't do that. But yeah. See like how Solitary is in the chat trying to help you self-promote. Listen, I'm not saying you can't go out there and promote your music. Like, go for it, dude. Yeah, go for it. But try not to do that on other people's stuff. That'd be like me going to your job. Like, let's say you work at a restaurant. You have a restaurant, right? You own your own restaurant. And then I came over and I said, hey, guys, check out my restaurant. You don't want to do that. It's kind of a bad form. Solitary says, what am I doing? I thought you were talking to him about his music or something. I saw you said you feel bad for him. Where is it at? Something like that. Am I imagining things? Yeah. Rhett says, Patrick, do you like space and rockets? No. I don't know what you mean by that. Is that a show? Is that a movie? Is that a band? Solitary said he said that wasn't his song. That's all. Solitary. That's the joke. I played my music instead of his because this is my show. Does that make sense? Yeah, I thought I saw something along the lines of like, what band is it or what music is this? Sorry if I made a mistake. My bad. But yeah, you kind of don't want to help the people that are promoting their own stuff on a show because, like I said, it's a little scuzzy. No, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's probably just a kid who wants to get his music out there. But you don't want to do that like that. Like if he said, "Hey man, if I pay you like $15 or $5, could you play my music on your show?" I'd be like, maybe, but I'd have to listen to it first, right? Because I've played other bands' music on my show before, for sure. But yeah, you don't want to just bump in and be like, "Hey, play my music," and try to trick them into doing it. You know what I mean? So that's not good. So Solitary says, "Oh my bad, I haven't heard that one from you. Do you watch my show? That's crazy. You've never heard that song before?" That's like my most hold on a second, Solitary. Have you not listened to my band? Have you not listened to my band Finals? Be honest. If you haven't, that's okay. But yeah, that was the joke. We were kind of doing that. Yeah, that's a very, very popular song. It gets played on my show a lot. You're here every night. Yes, I have, honestly. Yeah, you should recognize that. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't recognize it. Yeah, that song's called Dead Athletes. It's from my band, Finals. Listen to it sometime. Listen to the record. That's the first song on the album. All right. Yeah, Dead Athletes. Man City knows. He's not been here that long either. Yeah. Go check it out sometime if you want to. You don't have to, but it helps out with the show. So if you haven't sent a donation, you don't have to, but it helps out. So, all right, everybody, it is 7 p.m. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I'm not going to end the show, actually. I think I'm going to stick around with you guys. I'm going to get some water real quick. I'm going to get a snack. And we're not going to end the show, so I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. We're going to keep things going. Yeah, I'm just going to restart the show later. So I'll be right back. I'll play some of my music in the background, actually, while you guys are waiting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a song called Breath of the Dying. If you're just joining us, it's me, Patrick Gnarly. We're hanging out We're talking about music. We're talking about guitar, video games, streaming, whatever you guys got. We're hanging out before the show. We got a rock concert to play later. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might actually be switching to the second channel for the talking portion of the show. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I did not see who subscribed. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me move that up there. So if you subscribe, it should show it. But yeah, we might be doing that. I sense that there's a lot of people who get mad at me. Did you guys notice that? There's a lot of people out there that get mad because we do a talking portion of the show, and they're like, shut up and play music. It's like, dude, relax. Did you guys notice that? A lot of people got upset, so I don't know. But I'll tell you what, bottom line is we're gonna keep playing some music on here, but yeah, we might have to switch it to the other channel for talking or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody on the second channel? Anybody on Patrick Gnarly and Company? If you're not, you're missing out, man. Yeah, a lot of people. But you know what? To be fair, though, those people are assholes. So I don't want them watching my show anyways. To be fair, it's kind of a shitty thing to get mad at somebody about. So Terry says, how many people are in your band? Just one. It's just me. I do all the recording and writing and all that stuff. Playing, singing, all of it. It's just me. So if you like it, I'm glad you like it, man. Yeah, it's just me. Blake says, I bought a JB. Ooh, really? I hope you like it. I'm actually fond of Gibson's pickups. I think Gibson makes pretty good pickups. DiMarzio makes good pickups. Even with Seymour Duncan. But yeah, I found the JB to be kind of underwhelming for some reason. I don't love it. I don't know what it is about it. But yeah, the 57 Classic, the 500T, they're all so many. I don't think I've heard the 498. I don't think I've heard a bad Gibson pickup, to be honest. Rhett says, you do you, Patrick. Love the chill Q&A. Thank you so much, Rhett. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 20. Let me be clear here. Rhett, who's right here, sponsored the show by sending a $25 donation. So did Robert. Robert sent the donation earlier. So if you guys like it, hey, you're paying the bills, man. So I'll do it. We'll keep it going. Again, thank you guys so much. Thanks for whoever's tapping the screen, by the way. I appreciate that. Thanks for tapping. Oh, speaking of that, actually, hold on. Let me get the background increased so it's at the bottom of the screen. Looks better that way. Thank you for the Pat Chat moments, you guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, we used to do this a little bit earlier in the show, too. We used to do it before, and people just got so shitty about it. So I was like, all right, I guess we won't do it. But now, I think I understand it. So again, thank you guys for being here. We might be doing, I might have to make it so that I don't play music on the show, because I would like to make these monetized so you guys can watch them after the fact, and it helps out the show. So Terry says, I just got my roll into JC120. Oh, jazz chorist. Ooh, those are great, dude. Ah, that's a fantastic amp. One of my favorite amps of all time. The jazz chorus, dude. So good. They're not that expensive either, are they? They're pretty reasonably priced. I love them. Silly Duck says, hello, everyone. I haven't been here in a bit. Hey, welcome back. Robert says, people love to complain on here. You know what? I have a sneaky suspicion that it's the same guy. We do have a bunch of weirdos that come back every other day. It's very weird and disturbing. It wouldn't be the first time I had a stalker on the show. Very weird. I've had more than one. So, let's see here. Day says, what guitar effects do you use? I have a whole video. If you want to watch it, if you click the top left-hand corner of my screen, if you click that, go to my profile, and you'll see a video where it shows all my equipment. So it shows all the guitar pedals and stuff. It's great, dude. Yeah, it's like 45 minutes long, but you can skip through it. You'll find it. I think I put chapters and stuff. So did I? Let's go see if I put chapters in it. Should show all of it. Let's see here. Videos. Guitar lessons. The gear video 2024. Yeah, I put chapters in. Hey. Looking out for you, YouTube. Oh, man. That's awesome. Yo, shout out to me. No, that's funny. How many views does this have? 1,000 views. Couple comments on there. Oh, this is interesting. C21 Mendez says, I finally found your channel. I'm the lefty kid from Guitar Center. Oh, I don't think I remember seeing that. That is so cool. Why didn't I reply? I guess I didn't see it. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, shout out to the homie. Let's see here. Blake says, "Oh, guys, there are special videos on the Patreon. Link in the bio. Lowest tier is $1. That's true. There are videos on the Patreon. Some stuff I don't post on YouTube." Robert says, "Do those trolls ever bother you, Patrick?" No, not at all. But I will say this. I do get annoyed at the progress that I made in the show and how it just doesn't stop. You know what I mean? It's like, in the beginning, they definitely did bother me, for sure. But now I realize two things, or at least I'll start with two things. One is that trolls actually do kind of help. It's really bizarre. And I've said this before on the show, but they do help in a weird way. And I'll explain why. So YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all the social media aggregates, right? All the social media stuff. The way that it works is that it does not understand what a good comment or a bad comment is. It does not understand anything about quality. What it knows is it knows hot and cold. What gets a lot of comments, what doesn't. So controversy, you ever heard the phrase controversy or controversy gets clicks? If it bleeds, it reads. If it's a hot topic, if it's something scary, if it's something interesting, if it's good or bad, people eat it up. So trolls that come into the chat, they boost the awareness of the show. It's weird, so I'll explain it. So the word is that, so if it's a hot stream, have you anyone ever see like people like that are just filled with bad comments and stuff? It gets boosted. So in a way, it's good to have people in the chat who are being kind of shitty, which is weird, right? You want people to be happy and enjoy your stuff. But it actually is good in a way. But the other idea is that it annoys the other people watching the show. So you have to be careful with it. You can't just have a bunch of trolls in it. Otherwise, you're just going to attract more trolls. So there's like a weird kind of balancing act. So one is you get more people to watch the show. But two is the reason they don't bother me as much is because they kind of all just say the same things. So it's like most people, I'd say 75% of the people, 80% of the people that watch my show are like people that just like to listen and watch and enjoy it. They're mostly lurkers. People just kind of, I just like the show. You know, that kind of attitude. But so, which is fine. God bless the lurkers. But the problem is that if a bunch of people come in, they start disrupting it, the lurkers leave. So you're like, you got to kind of have to watch it. So it's good for the show, and it's also bad for the show in ways. So, but I've learned to not appreciate the trolls, but I've learned, this is going to sound kind of weird, but you got to learn how to manipulate them a little bit. You got to learn how to like egg them on to the point where it's like entertaining for the audience. You know what I mean? So if you're a heckler, if someone's heckling the show, if you can't like redirect that lightning, then you're going to do a bad job. So yeah, you want to be able to do that. But if you get electrocuted, then you're doing a bad job. You don't want that. So that's what I have to say about the trolls and stuff. So if you're thinking about trolling the show, just be aware that you're actually making the show more popular at the expense of the people around you. But you'll be dealt with after you're used. So it's weird. So what do we got here? We got some more people talking. We got Silly Duck says, "Wow, monetized." I can't spell. Oh, did you not know we were monetized? Yeah, dude, we've been a YouTube partner for over a year now. It's been great. It's been a great experience. Yeah, Google's payment thing is better than TikTok's, but it's different in ways. Yeah. Silly Duck. Come on. Psh. Yeah, I appreciate that. Everett says, "Can you learn how to play Electron?" Like the subatomic particle? What about neutrons? What about protons, bud? Rhett says, "So true, Blake did it for 21 years. With the weather?" Wait, what? What's going on out there? Mother Nature doesn't care about anyone's plans? Hell no. Yeah, are you a meteorologist? That's how that sounded. Everett says, "No, Electioneering" by Radiohead. Okay, hold on, chat. Can we pause? Hold on, chat. Can we talk about this? Chat, can we pause for a second? Let's pause. Psh. Let's talk about this, all right? This guy came in here and said, "Can you learn how to play Electron?" And then I said, what do you mean? And I made a joke about atoms, which was not funny. So sorry about that. And then he said, no, electioneering by Radiohead. You hit enter too fast, didn't you, bud? You hit enter too fast, because that's not what you said. Anyways, good song. Love Radiohead. We're actually adding Radiohead to the show. We are adding some Radiohead to the show. But yeah, that was a quick. You misfired right there, buddy. You gotta stop typing with a Wiimote. You gotta get yourself a keyboard, man. Yeah, we're adding more Radiohead to the show. I have not mastered the songs that I want to learn, and I'm not telling you what I am learning. I am putting stuff on the Patreon. For those of you who didn't know, join the Patreon, $1. You help out the show, and you get a heads up about stuff. You also get to request stuff. Doesn't mean I'll do it, but some people have told me, hey, you should add more Radiohead. Guess what? I'm adding more Radiohead because I like them. And I'm going to make sure the people that help pay the bills are getting some stuff. So I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. So Cool Killer says, I almost joined the AF for that exact career like 12 years ago. The Air Force? You were a meteorologist for the Air Force? Cool Killer? What? You're kidding. Everett says, on my phone, I terrible at typing. I believe you. I think there was some evidence there. Very funny. I terrible at typing. I love it. Rogie says, are you a Dimmu Borgir enjoyer? My brother is. That's a blast from the past. That's funny. Do you like Necrophagist? Let me know in the comments. Cool Killer says, yeah, then I found a sales job and soon took over the world. Shout out to Cool Killer. Cool Killer's a badass. Etzel says, hi, Patrick, the best guitarist. Oh, you. Keep going. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate that. I think I enjoy my songs. I don't know if I'm the best guitar player. I wouldn't say that. But I enjoy the music I write. I'm happy with it. Yang says, play something, brother. What would you like me to play? Is there a song you want to hear? You want to be specific? You want to be vague? Silly Duck says, Weezer! I know how to play Weezer. Rhett says, best guitar player I know / watch. Hey, you know a lot of guitar players? Yang says Metallic. Ooh. Where's Everett? You got another guy who's having trouble typing. Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Jerry Cantrell, maybe. Don't know how to play that. Sorry, man. I know how to play some Alice in Chains. You want to see? Would you like to see a song list? I have a song list if you'd like to look at it. We're not going to be playing music till 8, though. Sorry, man. We got another. Well, I shouldn't say 8. I should say 40 minutes. We got another 40 minutes. Yeah, we're all just kind of talking right now. I like to do a pre-show for about 2 hours. 3 hours before I play music, because I play music for 3 hours. So it's 3, 3, and 3. I think 3, 3, and 2.5. I don't know. Cool Killer, I love it. Give me some, man. Psh, that's fucking brutal, dude. Annihilated. That's great. Oh. Oh, dude, terrible. Let's see here. Cyrus says, it would be funner to watch you play songs you've never heard. You know, here's the problem with that. I know that's a cool idea. The problem is that if I play certain songs on the show, one, it could get the live show actually shut down. So we can't do that for that one reason alone. For example, if somebody says a song, oh, play this song, and it's got like a bunch of fucked up shit in it, then yeah, it'll cut the live. Can you believe that? So unfortunately, we can't trust the live stream people in here to pick songs that I've never heard. We can't. There's no way to do it. 2, even if they play songs that aren't fucked up and weird, then some songs, like for example, this is the best example I can give, Space Boy from Smashing Pumpkins, totally innocuous song, great song, I love it. You get the live blocked from YouTube. Can you believe that? It's crazy. It's insane how that works. So, yeah, some songs are forbidden. So, AC/DC is another example. We talked about this earlier. So, I love playing the songs I know how to play. They're all fair use, or not fair use, excuse me. They're all fair to play. You get a license for some songs. You got a license for that song. Yeah, YouTube does have licenses. They'll be like, hey, you can't monetize the video, but you can play the song in your live stream. Isn't that weird? They'll be like, well, there's rules around it. It's like alcohol, where it's like not totally legal. Like in America, you can have alcohol, right? You can buy it when you're 21. You can go to a restaurant and drink it, but you can't walk around with it and just get boozed, right? You have to be in areas where you can drink it and stuff. It's really weird. Same thing with certain songs playing on the show. The moment you start playing certain songs, they're like, nope. Other times they're like, but you can't monetize it. So yeah, Michael McDonald. That's another example. We were doing Michael McDonald impressions, and I apparently did too good of a job. We got in trouble for Michael McDonald. It's true. It's true. So yeah, it's weird how that works, but yeah, it's a bizarre experience. Yeah, we were doing Michael McDonald impressions. What a fool believe. Yeah, I can't do it. Oh, it was so funny. I mean, I'm sure what really happened is because I had the music playing in the background and I was singing it. Typically, it actually messes with the algorithm enough to where it can't identify the song, so it's like, yeah, it's fine. But apparently it was like, nope, we know what song that is. You're not allowed to do that. I literally got an email that said, please don't do that. And I was like, okay, sorry. I wonder if I could find it. Or maybe I did try to find it. Or no, maybe it was a YouTube message on my account. Either way, it was really bad. Oh, so funny, dude. Michael McDonald. That was a great experience. But yeah, if you guys are thinking about streaming or if you want to play music live, one of the big things is when you're trying to when you're trying to get things going, there's a lot of hidden rules. There's a lot of things you're not going to know until you start doing it. When I was on TikTok, they did the same thing, except they did not tell me it was specifically about certain songs. So that was really annoying. Rogi says, how many guitars do you have on deck there? Do you want to take a guess? Take a guess. I'll tell you. But take a guess. I'll tell you if you're right. Because here's the thing. Here's what's funny. Is I have guitars here, and I don't just have them to have them, right? I have them because I switch tunings. Like some guitars have different tunings. I have a backup in case I break a string. That's important. I like to make sure that gets taken care of. And I like to make sure that it sounds good and it plays well because I don't like to have junk. I've played junk on the show before, and it's like, this is terrible. I don't want to play this. I also don't like to play guitars that I don't recommend. So right now I have one guitar on the show that I don't like almost at all, but I made it work. So let's see. Rogi says 8. Close, maybe, I guess. Cool Killer says 10 or something. Closer. Let's see here. What guitar did you use for Dead Athletes? Oh, do you want to guess? I like it when people ask me, and it's like, I want you to work for it a little bit. Come on, give me some. Let me see if you can figure it out. Let me see if you got information. Amir says, man in the box, we're not going to play music till later, buddy. Sorry. We got another half an hour. If you want to stick around and talk to me, you can. Yeah. Oh, let me put something up real quick because I think people are getting a little confused. I'll put something up. Super chats get super chats get in-depth answers. Here we'll put we'll put that in we'll do that. There we go. How do we get rid of that? Put that in parentheses. There we go. All right, because I know some people actually are like, hey, I know you're funny and all, but can I get a serious answer? You know. So we'll just put that up there. Amir says, why am I not playing music? Do I have to? Are you my boss? I want to just hang out and talk to people and give advice. How long am I supposed to play music before you get happy? anytime I want. All right. Yeah, I play music for 3 hours a night, and then I also play video games towards the end of the night for streaming. And then before the show, I just kind of talk to people and hang out. So let's see here. Everett says, "You're Les Paul. You think I used a Les Paul on it? Maybe you're right." David says, "Who are you? Who made you Guitar Man?" What do you mean? Do I have a regular job? No. Can you believe it? I get paid by people like you to stream. It's my main job. I've been doing it for 2 years, man. Play music. I stream. Make videos. I make music. Record it. Do all that stuff, man. Amir says, "Ew, I don't like my time wasted. I'm out." You're lost, man. Oh, my heart. Oh, it's not changing at all. If you don't want to watch me, then don't watch me, man. I don't care. Go for it. You're more than welcome to watch somebody else. I'm sure there's a girl sleeping stream you'd rather be watching. I'm sure. Let's see. Ruggie says, "It's always funny when people announce their departure." Well, they're trying to get attention. They're like, I'm upset that the guy talking to people is talking to people. Cool Killa sends a $5 donation to trounce Amir, saying Amir hate. Amir problem. I love it. David says, "You do have a personality." My mother gave it to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, can we get a big old thank you to Cool Killa sponsoring the show? Just so you guys know, anytime you guys send a donation, I put your name on this little sponsored by thing. But I'll tell you what, Cool Killa is so cool, and the people out there like Cool Killa. We got, for example, David Chips. We got Jesse. We got Abby. A lot of good people out there. JJ. Phil Kramer. A lot of good people. I put them on this album cover. There's a secret on this album cover. If you didn't know, my newest album, Finals Unplugged, came out just a couple weeks ago. So, hold on, I'll pull this up. Make it a little bit bigger. Check this out. You guys want to see some cool shit? I'll show it to you real quick. In the corner right here, if you download that picture and you go to MS Paint, you'll see in the corner some of the coolest people that have been helping out my show. True story. I put a little... Cool Killa, can you vouch for me? Can you let them know? It's there. Isn't that wild? I put it. It's secret. Go on. Here, I'll actually show you guys. I'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll show it off. So give me a second here. And you're probably thinking, who cares about your album cover? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Buddy, go listen to it. You tell me. All right, go to Spotify. You tell me. My actual username is on the cover of this album. Yep, true story. Let's pull it up. We'll pull up Finals. Unplugged. Yeah, dude, I would not have been able to make that album without Cool Killa. I would not be able to make that album without Jesse and everybody else that I put on there. All right, so I pulled it up. I just took a screenshot of it. We'll go open MS Paint. Hold on. Pull this up. Change this to MS Paint. Put the album cover there. We did this before. I'll do it again. MS Paint. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work on MS Paint. We got to use Pixlr. That's right. Because it what did it call? It compressed it. We got to go to Pixlr. Hold on. Well, this will take just a second longer. It'll be okay. What's funny is I tested it out on Paint before I put it up, and then I found out they compressed the image, which makes sense. You know, it's they're not supposed to have the highest quality album art or whatever. So, all right, we'll go to Pixlr. There we go. Oh wow, it just opened it right up, didn't it? Okay, hold on. Is it this one? Yeah, you could barely see it up there. You could barely see it. Right here, you can see there's text. So if we go to, where's the paint can? Oh, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. I got to go back. We got to use the actual full website, because if we go to Express, it doesn't work. There we go. All right, we got it. Oh, did I close it? No, we didn't. Okay. So let me just put that down. We got this. Okay, so in the top right corner, if you get the paint can, and then you set it to, what's it, 32? Nope. We got a lower tolerance. 12? 5? Yep, there it is. See it? If you set it to 5, it says Abby, Cool Killa, Phil Kramer, David Chips, J182K, and JJ. That is on the album cover. You can still see it with the naked eye. But yeah, isn't that fucking cool? I got good people out there. I got good times. I got rock and roll, man. Eternal! No, but for real, like, that is such a small token of appreciation for the people that made that album possible. It is embarrassing to me that I can't do more for them. You know what I mean? I wish I could do more, which is why we're making merch. And there's merch that's coming out very, very soon. That's going to have their names on the back as part of the Unplugged crew. So that's coming out. I have it on the Patreon. If you didn't know, you can go look at the Patreon. But it's out there. You can go check it out. So I wanted to do more, and so I did. So now you do so much for us, bro. We just returned the favor. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you feel. I'm glad you feel validated, because you should. Because like I said, let me put it this way: there's a lot of people that say they like my band. There's a lot of people that show appreciation in some way, but very few people actually support it. You know what I mean? That means a lot to me. Because lots of people could say, "Oh man, I like your music. Very cool, cool." And I'm like, I appreciate that, but compliments and thumbs ups and stuff like that, while it makes me feel good, doesn't make the album come out. So that's why I was like, I have to do something for them that means a lot to me. So yeah, without people like you guys, there would be no shirt, or there would be no album and stuff like that. So Everett says, I'm going to buy that shirt. Well, if you're on the Patreon, you get your name on it. So thank you. Robert says, only been here for a couple weeks. I'll always support when I can, or any way I can. Well, if you want to, man. I always say if you want to. That's what's important to me. You should never feel like you have to do something. But the same way I feel about Wikipedia, for example, I always donate to Wikipedia. Every month that I can, I donate to Wikipedia. Every month. Because I feel like information like that should be free. People should be able to just have it out there. And if I have to pay for it, I will. But I enjoy it. I think other people should enjoy it, so I do that. So that's what I got. Ashfall Musica says, is it Music CA? Is that what it is, California? Ashfall Music CA? Sorry, the all caps thing kind of threw me off. As a musician, what tips would you give for going viral? Well, here's the thing about this the musical careers today. It's different than it is from like even 10, 15 years ago. It really is. So the way that I would recommend a musician I wouldn't say viral. The way I would recommend a musician get your music out there is you have to have a wide net, dude, a hugely wide net. So you can't just make a video going, hey guys, here's my new album. You have to make like one a day for a long time. So the way that the internet works is if you're on stream like me, that's nice. But you only get whoever pops in at that moment. So you have to really push to get as many eyes on it as possible. Coca-Cola is not a stupid company. They make sugar water that tastes good, right? The way that they actually operate is they keep putting it in front of people's faces to be like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? Hey, check this out. You remember this? Keep buying it. Because people forget. There's all these things that go in front of their eyes. So you have to advertise your music effectively. You got to put it out there. You got to make memes, videos, dog shit, whatever it is. Do something that has your music in it. People will listen to it. Now, that's not a guarantee, but I always bring this up. I brought this up a million times. There's a band that I see every so often. Let me see if I can find them. There's a couple bands that do this. I think they're called Noker, something like that. They got 2 million subscribers. They're huge. But the joke is that they got big, not specifically because of their music, but because they made a couple videos. Oh, Nokri, excuse me. And they got viral from they made hundreds and hundreds of videos. So let me pull this up for you. Hold on. We're going to pull it up. We're going to look at it together. I always use them and another couple bands as an example. Because I'm not a big fan of their music, but I understand what they're doing. And I don't agree with how they're doing it, but I understand that's how you have to do it. So let me show you. Let me pull this up. So we got, what is the band called? Knockery. Excuse me. I keep doing that. So you'll recognize this band if you listen to them. But this, I'm telling you, this is a have to do it now. This is one of the ways. So we're going to make this really small. Hold on. And I've had to do this too, because this is the way people pay attention to stuff. So if you've ever seen this guy and his band, he has the song Usurper. Everybody's kind of heard it in the memes and stuff. It's a pretty neat little song. Cool. If you watch the shorts, I'm going to show you. It used to be just sports memes. That's all it was. We're going to scroll down. Pay attention to how many of these are sports related, okay? Now, most of them are him playing music now, right? But if you notice, they're only getting like, what, 20,000, 15,000, 33,000. These are shorts, so they're supposed to get in the millions. And he has 2 million subscribers. So as we go, here we go. Ready? Sports. Old movie. Sports. Look at the difference. 1.5 million views right here. 3.3 million views. 77,000. 504,000. That's every time somebody watches that video. That's another chance somebody has to go, oh, I like this song. What is this? Now, here's the rub, though. Here's the problem. He doesn't own these clips. These are from somebody else. Obviously, I'm not going to say that's stealing, but it's from something else. And people do that. People make shorts. The way shorts policy is that it's weird because it's like, yes, you can use it. Is it fair use? It's really wishy-washy right now. But the bottom line is this is how people like him and his band are making stuff. I mean, he's using sports. You could do whatever you want. So you want to make some sort of bullshit-ass thing for people to watch. Oh, cool, guy playing sports. And then they hear the music and they go, oh, okay, that's what I got. Okay, cool. Oh, man. So John Jacob says, dummy, play some music already. Stop talking nonsense. Is this has to be the same guy. It's got to be the same guy. John, what song did you want to hear, buddy? Was there a specific song you wanted to hear? What do you want to hear, bud? TR says, shut up, John. Hey. Yeah, we could do that. John, you ever think about shutting up? Or did you want to hear something specific? You got a song, pal? All right, well, let me know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But yeah, so that's the thing you want to do is you want to make videos, you want to make shorts, you want to make stuff with your music in it. That doesn't mean it's going to be explosive and maybe major success. But the point is that you're going to get more people to listen to it. Does that make sense? And it's going to be a really lame thing to do. It is lame. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing this. But sometimes you got to do a little bit of it, sometimes in a way, some sort of way. You got to do something to get people to watch. So that's my advice to you. John says, come as you are now. John, if I play this song for you, will you be happy? You said, come as you are. John, hello? Are you still there? You want to hear Come As You Are? Now, why would I want to fucking make you happy? Why would I want to make some spoiled-ass 8-year-old fucking piece of shit kid like you happy? Who do you think you are? Come on, man. Chat, should we play a song for this brat? I don't think so. I don't think I want to play songs for this guy. What do you mean, what the fuck, dude? You came in here being a bitch-ass motherfucker. Yeah, we're not playing shit for you, buddy. Get the fuck out of my chat. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get out of my chat. Play music now. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. I like how he said, yes, I'll be happy, as if he didn't see that was a trap. We got about 15 minutes before we play some music. You guys ready to hear some music? I can't believe the entitlement of that guy. Middle of a conversation with somebody who's being very nice to me. Unbelievable. Rammstein? I don't know how to play Rammstein, man. Sorry. I'm going to get my guitars tuned up, though. That's what I think I'm going to do. Thank you for sticking up for me, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, when you guys step in, you're like, yo, this guy sucks. I love it. I do think it's the same guy, though, because they keep saying the same exact thing. You notice that? Let's see here. Ashfall Music CA says, you're the GOAT, bro. I love your music so much, and you inspired me to make my music. And I'll say this, too, Ashfall. I know that that's more of a tactic to get for advertising, but I'm going to tell you right now, as long as you're honest in your music, that's what's important, man. It really is important for you to be like, I believe in my music. I like what I'm playing. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed about. You know what I mean? As long as you believe in your music, people will show up. People will listen to it. You know, it's just, how do you get it in front of them when there's so many things fighting for those eyes? You really do have to figure out what to do. You really got to figure out what to do with people getting out there and listening to it. You know what I mean? It's very important for you to just be honest with your music. And as long as you're playing it for people, people will enjoy it. And I think it's important to kind of realize something else too, which is it's not your responsibility to get people to like it. It's just your responsibility to get it in front of people so that they can listen to it, so they can decide. You know what I mean? There's so many bands out there I don't like, right? There's so many musicians out there I don't listen to, but I at least know who they are. You know what I mean? I made that decision for me. When you want people to listen to it, don't think of it as you're being like, oh, I've got to put my stuff in front of them and it's like be really annoying. You don't have to be annoying or anything like that. You just have to be like, hey, do you like this? All right, just check it. So that's it. Yeah, don't ever think that you're a bad musician or anything like that. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just be honest, and if people like it, people will like it. You just got to get it in front of them. So that's what I would like to say to every musician, really, is that try your best, do as best you can. And obviously, you know, if you put 4 metal zones in front of a PA speaker, you know, and just play like the most crazy, insane thing in the world, and it's like unlistenable, it's like you're not going to find as many people listening to that and enjoying it. But there's going to be a sweet spot. There's a Goldilocks zone where you find out what you like, what they like, what works, what doesn't work, and you just got to get in front of them. So that's it. That's all I got to say with that. So I'm glad you asked something about that, because it's a difficult thing, because it's back in the day. It used to be just playing at bars and showing up at people's, you know, houses, garages, garage rock bands, stuff like that. Going to the local venue and playing music there, but that's not how it is anymore. People don't do that. People don't go to open mics as much. The people that I see at open mics are the people that are up next, and they're not listening to you. They're there to play their music. They're not there to listen to music. So it's a very weird time to get through things. So it's like, if the guy whose band has to use sports clips, if that's how you get through to people, that's what the market demands. You know, it's lame, but it's what people are responding to. If nobody's going to the bars, you got to make some stupid ass clips. You know, that's how it goes, man. So, but anyways, all right. So we got about 12 minutes until we're going to be playing some music for you. Hope you guys are doing okay. Everybody subscribed. Everybody tap the screen. Everybody doing okay out there? Hope you guys are having a good show tonight. Yeah, it was a different time. I wish it was that time still, in a big way. But yeah, it's a transitionary period, so it's very weird. What's the weather like? Can I check the weather? It's a little warm. A little warm in here. Blake says, I don't get why people say new music sucks, but they refuse to even check out new music. That's a good point there. I like that. Blake, that's a very good point. What's the point of complaining about new music if, you know, you're not even checking out new stupid? So here's something interesting that I noticed. People kind of get into a groove with the bands that they listened to when they were a kid. Like, for example, we're playing Fallout on my stream, right? That's what we're doing. We're playing Fallout. So that game came out 20 years ago almost. So even longer if you think about it with Fallout 1, but we're playing Fallout 3. So people kind of fall into a groove where they just find stuff that they like and they kind of stick to it. So, like, I'm not really looking for new music. I'm open to it, It's okay if I hear something, I go, ooh, what's this? But that being said, it's like I'm not looking for it. So, like, kids, like, I remember this was only a couple years ago. People were like, dude, I love Alex G. And I was like, who the fuck is Alex G? And people were like, what? You don't know Alex G? And I was like, I don't know who that is. And I listened to it and I was like, okay, this stuff's okay. He has one song I really like. But for the most part, I just kind of go back to the bands that I like, It's just how it goes. And very few bands that are new are really exciting me. That doesn't mean no people, but it is really interesting how that goes. So Blake says those people aren't open, I think. That would fit better. Yeah, they're not open to it. Like, I've definitely seen people be like, no, man, new rap sucks. I only like the old school stuff. And then some people are like, no, man, old school rap sucks. I like the new stuff, Like, I remember, this is not a great example of it, but like, what was it, Lil Yachty? He fucking does not like listening to Tupac or Nas or anything. He does not care. But you know what? He makes good music. I like Lil Yachty. But it's just funny that it's like, you don't have to be beholden to these older bands. I'm not a big Elvis guy. I like Elvis, but I don't put him as like I'm not going to get him tattooed on my forehead, I'm just not going to. But that being said, it's like there's a lot of great bands out there. There's a lot of great music out there. It's just it's really hard to discover it. So there's a lot of really small bands that have dedicated followings, or at least mostly dedicated. So it's really odd how that works. So, but yeah, good point though, Blake. Good point. It's very odd. So. Oh, interesting. I'm getting like in a mood where I want to play music. So I'll tell you what, you guys. I'm going to take a very short break and take a 9-minute break. It's actually a long break, but we're going to take a break real quick. I'm going to cut the stream. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to play some music. Is that okay? So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you are following the live. Make sure you are notifications on if you want to know the exact moment I come back. But I'm going to take a break real quick, and then we're going to come back to streaming, okay? You guys cool? Everybody cool? Once again, thank you to Rhett. Thank you to Cool Killa. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you to the wonderful people. We got Robert Sterling, 951. We got Dem is Blue. We got some good people out there, good times. We got some rock and rollers. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to take a break for 9 minutes, and I'm going to restart the stream, and then we're good to go. So if you want to go do something else in the meantime, you can. We'll be back to play music and make fun of people that were being really obnoxious earlier today. So we'll see what happens. All right, everybody. I'll be back. Stay gnarly. 10 minutes.